tales of the skeleton
crew.
One shot, one kill.
That's a good roll. Your ass has finally decided to eat my hat!
I thought they cooked the burgers on the wall. That is not a joke.
I need them.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Blades in the Dark. A wacky and wild excursion in which we foray into a brand new game system with brand new characters and a brand new setting and all sorts of crazy shit. Should I introduce the setting? Should I do that?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes,
fuck, alright.
probably.
Blades in the Dark takes place in the city of Duskwall, or Duskwall, which is a big spooky city, heavily inspired off of stuff like Dishonored, in part of the Immortal Empire or something like that. I don't know if the Empire actually has a name. I think it might just be the Empire. Which was founded to keep civilization together in the aftermath of a cataclysm that tore the world apart, shattering the sun and opening the gates of death, or destroying the gates of death, I think specifically, which caused just ghosts happen now. When you die, ghosts happen, and there's demons now, and there's all sorts of fucked up shit. A lot of the worlds become covered in these places called deathlands that are just swarming with demons and ghosts and all sorts of fucked up shit. But the benevolent Immortal Emperor created a series of cities blocked off by these sort of lightning barriers that keep the ghosts out, mostly, and keep the people in. And in order to power these lightning barriers, of course, the leviathan hunters need to go out. These sort of ship's captains who sail out onto the Void Sea, which is an ink-black ocean with stars under the surface, and hunt gigantic demonic eldritch monstrosities to harvest their blood, bring it back, and then process it into fuel for electroplasm, which fuels basically all of society. Lights, certain types of food is grown with it.
My oven.
Your oven, the lightning barriers.
Yeah.
Laundromat.
Especially
the laundromat. Railroads. Duskwall is important because it's basically the hub of Leviathan Hunter travel. It's where most of the Leviathan Hunter ships leave from, and where a lot of the noble families that control the ships are based. However, because of the great wealth disparity in the city, there is a lot of very rich people in places like White Crown and Brightstone, and a whole lot of lower class people where there's a lot of crime going on. And that's where we find our friends. The criminals known as the Skeleton Crew.
Yeah.
Who work to... they are smugglers, and they work to smuggle and make a killing off of the crime in this city and avoid the fuzz, the blue coats.
Fuck the blue coats.
Fuck the blue coats. And, do as they do. That's basically like a general overview. I'm not gonna describe literally everything about the setting because we'll be here all day. But, that's the gist. I our smugglers, the skeleton crew, based, of course, out of their laundromat, ye old rug tumbler, in the factory district of Coleridge. There are 6 of them, and they're something of an eclectic crew. And I think we should probably go down the line and, introduce your characters a little bit. How about that?
What do you want us to say? What do you want us to talk about? Huh?
Alright, Arple, you're first, because you're at the top of the Discord.
What do you want us to say?
I don't know, something.
Oh yeah,
Say
something.
something funny.
Everybody
Say
follow
something
Arple's
funny,
lead.
do something funny.
My name is Will Simmons, and I am an accountant. I count things, mostly numbers. Sometimes I count bullets.
All right.
Should we
Hell
clap
yeah.
after everyone's done? Yay!
And your call sign?
Paparazzi.
And why do they call you paparazzi?
Because I know where you are, and I always get the shot.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I just say Papa Roach.
Alright, that's paparazzi. But what about Monsieur Tryhard?
I am Arya Moore. My alias, Explosions. I'm a criminal. My job here, I'm alert. I go all sneaky like, you see. Now, why am I called Explosion? You get this. It's all a ruse, you see. I sneak in, and they'll think, oh, I'll be in the front door. And I'll just blow them all up, you know? They'll expect a full-blown assault. But instead, I sneaky like behind them. And I get the stuff. I also really like Explosion.
Incidentally, I do like explosions.
No.
Unrelated.
It's all part of my big explosion.
Yeah. And it is very nice to have an explosion out again. Alright. Thank you, Madam Explosion. But what about Sovi?
I'm still trying to place the accent because I hate British accents.
I'll come back to you. But what about Nick?
I can try, but it's
Okay,
not
no,
gonna
fucking fine. Sovi, take the
It's
lead.
fine.
Yeah,
Alright.
we're not gonna make fun of accents, right?
Nah, fuck it.
go. The thing is I'm gonna go everywhere because
Listen,
every time
it's
I try
fine.
to do British,
Dog,
I go
I'm not good at it.
Australian.
Have you heard
And then I go
my
to
British
Scottish.
accents veer all over the map, bro? It doesn't matter.
So, anyways, I'm Dr. Kilowatt. I ran up a bit of debt in Lycia, in university, and so I had to come here, and I want to build a big train, make money that isn't run with the authorities. That's about it.
Very ambitious.
Yeah.
Sort of crime train.
A sort of crime train. But what about Nick?
Ooh.
I be Bloodbeard. I'm a pirate, that's about it.
Yeah!
Yes.
Yes!
That's the honesty I like to see in a man.
But what about your most important feature?
I got a robot arm.
Oh!
And
Well, it's
why?
not a robot arm, it's just a wooden arm. I slap you around with it.
He has to slap his wooden arm around.
But why do you have a wooden arm?
Because of the damn Dr. Sawtooth, he fucked up my arm.
Oh my god.
He fucked up
Fucked up he arm.
Where were you when Sawtooth fucked up he arm?
It was
I was at home.
When I hear news.
He called me
I
on
was under the
phone,
knife.
say, Sawtooth fucked up he arm. No.
No.
And I say, yes.
Yo.
Aye, it did be true. Every last detail be true. Thank you, Bloodbeard. But what about KMS?
Oh?
Who, me? Okay.
My name's Gwendolyn Godfell, but you can call me Gorgon. Through circumstances outside of my control, I'm very good at dealing with ghosts and summoning lightning, so that's what I'm gonna do until I get enough money to retire with enough opium to kill me 13 times over.
Hell yeah.
Yes, yes.
Very good indeed. But why do they call you Gorgon?
Probably on account of it being semi-relevant to the fact that I appear to be made out of clay, and I've got a stare that can kill.
Fucking clay girl.
And lastly, that boy at the end there.
That boy.
HK.
The name's Wash Coppersmith.
Yeah. Yeah.
They call me Mondo on account of me big jaws. Me chompers.
Yeah.
Oh god. The clocking of the teeth.
I can talk to ghosts and demons and the living.
Yes.
As an aside.
Scariest of them all.
As an additional bonus, I can talk to people.
Holy shit! Like we can't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Mondo squeezes.
No.
Put the
Legendary
squeeze.
Barry. That's our boy.
And that's the crew. Paparazzi, Explosion, Dr. Kilowatt, Bloodbeard, Gorgon, and Mondo.
But what about Gibby?
Now we have to talk about Gibby. You see, the party, the crew, the skeleton crew, based as they are out of the back of a laundromat called the Old Rug Tumbler in Coleridge. Obviously somebody runs that laundromat. And who else but the... who else but the aging, confused, hand-shaking, nerve-damaged Eruvian man named Old Gibby.
Gibby.
Who totters around the front of the shop, completely oblivious to the crimes committed by those nice young boys who come by and play cards in the back sometimes.
I love you, Gibby.
Oh, should I mention the countries? Because I just dropped a name of a country.
Suppose.
Yeah.
If
All right.
you have to.
Yeah, sure. Let's do them real quick. The main country is Akaros. That's the Empire. That's where Dr. Kilowatt and Paparazzi are from. There's of course Scotland, which is sort of like a northern country that just got dragged into the Empire via war. There's a lot of refugees of them around, and they're kind of marginalized and a little bit salty about losing that war.
Hey, who should have won?
Explosion's one of those. Explosion's a dirty scav.
How dare you?
There's Severos, which none of our players are from, but that's with a bunch of horse lords, basically, that ride through the deathlands fighting ghosts, essentially. There's Eruvia, which is like a weird, like, sort of like southern Middle Eastern vibe country where apparently demons hold, like, political office, basically. Very mysterious. Old Gibby's one of those.
A demon?
No. Maybe.
Maybe.
That'd be dope.
And then, of
Oh,
course, there's
God.
Tycheros, a far-off land where everybody has bizarre demon blood running through their veins and thus have strange mutations, which is where Mondo and Gorgon are from, which is why Gorgon is a clay person and Mondo has big chompers. Yeah, that's the places. You know how to do.
It's a nice place. It's a nice crew.
So, this is a new system for most of us. So, it's me, one of them. So, this is probably gonna be a little bit stutter step. A little bit stop and go as we figure it out.
Very much so.
Because I kinda know what I'm doing, but like, you know.
You never do.
We're gonna make a fuckload of mistakes. We're probably gonna get most of the rules wrong, especially me, and it's gonna be a great time. So
We got the manual right here.
I have the book in my hands. Can you hear it?
He's
Oh
feeling
my god, he
it.
didn't just steal it this time.
Oh, he's feeling it.
So
Oh,
Pet it so it can feel it.
we begin with
Push it.
as we begin.
dump it.
The crew, the skeleton crew,
Are you gonna do that every time?
yes,
Good.
is gathered around the makeshift poker table that takes up a chunk of the back room of Ye Olde Rug Tumbler. Ye Olde Ruggin Tumbler? Is that what it was?
Yes.
Is there an and in there?
No, I don't
I
think so.
think it's just rug tum.
Ye Olde Rug Tumbler.
Should be
Yeah, it's ye old rug tumbler.
Old Gibby is in the front negotiating with a customer
Mhm.
as they have gathered to consider their dark deeds.
Eichel House?
Bloodbeard hate poker.
Well, just because you suck doesn't mean you have to say that. That's fair. That's fair.
I mean, you wouldn't always throw a bad hand if you had more than one.
Who's saying
Alright,
about
alright, you
draw?
motherfucker. You can't just say that about my arm.
Your arm?
You know they took your arm.
They took me arm.
Who took the-
Your
Who?
arm.
Okay,
I've told you about this multiple times.
I've never heard about your arm.
I'm
Yeah,
not
what
telling
happened to
you
your
again.
arm?
The sawtooth, he fucked it up. Fucked up my arm.
Is that
Oh,
why it's
no.
wood?
Yeah.
Did he turn it into wood?
No.
Were you having wood surgery on your arm?
Can you do
I
anything
don't-
cool with it?
No.
Can you take it off and like dance with it?
I
Can you?
maybe. I try and take out my arm. Oh,
Does it work?
there it is. I lay it on the table.
All right.
All right,
Oh.
that's
I'm-
your bet. I match it.
No, I ain't bet me arm. I fold.
Oh,
Oh no, you lost
You
your
lost.
arm.
No.
I'll
That's
take
That's
that.
played poker.
Very.
I can see why you don't like poker, Bloodbeard. Tell you what,
Give me back my
I'm
arm.
feeling generous tonight. You have your arm back.
I thought we
Oh.
were smuggling drugs.
That's a little
I
too
didn't
kind.
know we were arms stealers.
I only got one arm, but I can still strangle you.
Some characters change, some things stay the same.
But is there a compartment in your arm in which to store drugs?
No.
Okay.
Bloodbeard don't do drugs. Bloodbeard's clean.
Don't
Well,
you know?
you drink.
Doing drugs is
Hmm?
illegal.
Yeah. Aye, Bloodbeard said he's clean.
No one's clean.
Why would clean?
Bloodbeard don't.
Flies rise from Bloodbeard.
I fucking wave away the stink lines. Get out of here. Be gone.
Begone, Squiggles!
Bastard Squiggles always coming in at the most inopportune times, making Bloodbeard seem stinky. But don't sniff a Bloodbeard.
Okay, I just wanted to see if it was true.
You looking like a pervert sniffing another man.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. What are we doing?
What?
Oh shit, someone get the door.
Is that the front door?
Quick, put your arm back on.
It's the door
Oh,
to
shit.
the rest of Gibby's shop.
Someone go open the
I
door.
open the door.
Open the door.
Old Gibby shuffles inside,
Ah, the Gipster.
bleary eyed. And he says, Yes, yes. And he just sort of like, he just shuffles past you.
How you doing, Gibby?
Ah, yes, absolutely, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, he's doing great.
Gibby.
What
Love
a guard
you.
this guy is.
That's our Gibby.
He sort of waddles over to the side of the room. He grabs like just like a big stack of linens from like a closet on the side, and he just starts shuffling back. And he nods at you. He says, "Yes, very good, yes."
Aye.
And he just sort of
Hey.
lumbers back towards the door.
I love that guy.
I think I can agree with that.
Alright, I close the door. Now that he's gone, I think we're supposed to be committing some sort of crime.
What are we doing?
Hmm.
What are we doing?
Well, we've got to get our reputation
Reputation.
settled. We
Where
got
do I
to
put that
find a
down?
score!
A score.
Aye.
I mean,
Quick, what are our options, Nick? What do we know about?
Another one.
Get the door again.
This is
What
the
is this
back
up?
door.
This ain't a party
Oh,
here.
it's the other door.
Oh shit! I'll open it. Hello?
Did you say hello?
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 Anybody home?
He's still all upset from the poker game. He's crying.
No, it's dark tears. This is stink lines acting up again. I swear.
Fucking stink lights are affecting his.
Oi,
You see it?
Bloodbeard, were you chopping onions back there?
You see,
Is that why you're so smelly?
you see a burly woman with sort of neck tattoos up the side of her neck, and this like real like severe gash in her lower jaw that just sort of runs up the side of her cheek. You recognize this to be Elin, the dock worker you know from the docks.
Hey, it's Elon. Get in here, you bastard.
Oh, that's easy.
And she sort of like looks around and says, "Still in the back of this place, eh?"
It's a fine place.
It's
I love
safe.
Gibby.
It's homey. you
Got
know?
room.
Have you seen Gibby?
Oh, it's comfortable.
Old Gibby learned a 6th or 7th word yet?
No.
He's trying.
Not sure.
Yes,
He's
yes,
trying.
yes, absolutely.
Well, good to see that some things stay the same. Listen, I heard you guys might be looking for work.
Crime work.
I like.
I heard quite now.
You know what we say about money.
I think I might have something for you if you're interested. If not, you know, you can find your own way along, and I can probably contact the fog hounds, but
Fuck the foghounds. What is it? What do you got first?
well, you know I'm in good with the grinders, right?
Hmm.
Aye.
Grinders looking to maybe get some stuff picked up and brought somewhere.
Aye.
Understand
I love
that's your
picking up
bailiwick.
stuff.
Ah, we love doing that kind of thing.
We pick stuff up, we move it to another place, we put it down.
You can say that again.
Well, it's a bit of a complicated job, so I don't know if you're up to the task or not, but
Not up to the task, are you?
Kidding.
I
figure it's a
better
good
get
jumping
it.
off point for you to get your feet wet, get out of the small time stuff you've been dabbling with.
I'll have you know my
Tired
feet
of
are always
working the
wet.
corners.
I don't know how to keep my feet.
They don't
pretty
call us
dry
the
during
Googlers
time.
for nothing.
I
In
don't.
fact,
They-
they don't
they
call us the
don't call
Googlers
you
at
that
all.
That's
But
right.
we do smuggle.
A lot.
All right, well, pay's pretty standard, and you get this job done. Might be a favor in it from the grinders, or at least a little bit of clout.
Mmm.
I love clout.
We'll get some good boy points.
Get the glasses too.
Don't speak like that.
What?
He doesn't like it when we gruggle.
She sort of sits down at the table and says, "Are you in? Because if you're not in, I can't tell you."
I think
I
we're
think
in.
we're in.
Slam my hands on the table. We're in.
I put both of my hands in there.
Wait,
Put one of my hands.
Only
in
count one of them
my
though.
hands.
only get one.
Well, I think
All right.
that's enough of a vote.
All right then.
We probably should have asked what it was first.
Don't worry, we're kind of desperate here.
They said
You're right.
they wouldn't tell us.
Listen, I like you guys, but I got orders from higher up. People who gave me this one to dole out to some people, and they didn't want to put all their cards on the table right away. Speaking of which, she looks down at the table and says, Bloodbeard, I see you still haven't gotten any better.
It'd be a curse.
Poor laddie. Maybe someday.
You challenge Bloodbeard to a game of Go Fish. He wipes the floor with you.
That wasn't goldfish, laddie.
Actually, just go fishing.
Aye, Bloodbeard know how to work around.
Bloodbeard, we were just throwing cards at the table. We were just saying you were good.
Should I go?
No.
Wait. Bloodbeard, I hold up the 6 of spades. What's this card called?
That'd be a B card, eh?
I see. Well, I'm glad you're good at killing people.
Aye, Bloodbeard love doing that.
We're also really good at smuggling.
Okay, what is the job?
Yeah.
All
Tell us the
right.
job.
So, like I said, it's a little complicated. There's a couple of dead drops I want you guys to hit. They've already been put there, and we need somebody to retrieve them and bring them somewhere else. Pretty standard stuff.
Easy peasy.
There's 3 of them. And
Ooh.
here's the issue.
Okay.
Word from up top is that the billhooks might be onto our little game here. So, we can't really wait for all 3 to be grabbed in sequence. They're probably going to need to be gotten around the same time. Know what I mean?
Aye.
Basically, simple stuff. We got one in the docks, right? There's an abandoned boat moored to a busted dock on the west side. Underneath the boards of the captain's cabin, we got one of them. You'll know it when you see it. We got one in Crow's Foot. There's a couple of abandoned townhouses, and in the middle of there is a dead tree. Got it stashed in there. The other one's in Charter Hall. Bit more high security. Hidden under a bench near the university. That one shouldn't be too much trouble as long as you can avoid the prying eyes. Once all of them are secured, we gotta get them to a waiting boat off the coast of Char Hollow, sitting in the canal. You'll know what it is, because it'll be flying the black flag. Will that seem reasonable?
Kind of easy, don't you think?
Aye.
Shouldn't be too much trouble for hardened folk like you.
Aye, we mighty hard.
She gives you a long look. And then looks away.
Bloodbeard stares at her and just like doesn't like blink.
It's hard
Knows
as
what he
we
says.
are.
Bloodbeard rarely blinks to begin with.
Mondo does not fucking understand.
So, I leave it up to your discretion how to divide and conquer, so to speak. But could be some good rewards in it for you, and maybe you can finally get the name Skeleton Crew on a map that matters.
Aha, that's the name.
Alright. Well, might have a stop by the Foghounds.
I kind of just imagined like a pan out like before going to commercial break where they look up at a map on the wall and it's covered in crayon with skeleton warriors rule.
Bloodbeard not Bloodbeard not be knowing how to write. Bloodbeard draw a snake.
That's what the
What you think? What you think?
Is that the 5 or an S?
No, it'd be a snake.
That's
Bloodbeard's
cute.
dream of one day getting enough money to run his own eel farm.
Yeah.
Bloodbeard loves the eels. We love him.
They're so tasty. She
Bloodbeard
sort
not
of
even eat the eels.
she stands up and sort of cracks her neck and says, "I got some more business to take care of. Skeleton crew, I leave the rest up to you."
Eh.
And she sort of backs up a little bit and then sidles out the back exit.
All right.
I hope we don't fuck this one up.
What do you mean? It's
Well, we'll see.
oh come on, it's very easy.
Bloodbeard is not sneaking into any
Well, of
place.
course, we just gotta pick something up.
Okay,
Really
did we
fine,
take notes on
Bloodbeard.
that?
Don't you?
I thought that's what you were
I
talking about.
can't. I
Oh.
can't write.
I did. I didn't get the docks one because I was fucking fighting with one note.
Oh,
But,
the docks
what I-
one was it's stashed in an abandoned boat off the
Yes,
moored to a
west.
busted dock on the west side,
Underneath the captains.
underneath the boards in the captain's cabin.
Boards. Yeah.
And where's the dead tree in Crowsfoot?
The dead tree in Crow's Foot is it's in a little park by the or no, it's next to a park by the also the west side actually.
And
Sort of
now
like
that I found those where-
here I can mark where she would have told you things. are.
All right.
Okay.
We're gonna use
Can
this
you
map.
please point on the map? Please.
Point on the map, woman.
We need 3D markers.
Or not very.
I don't
not good
have.
with directions.
Okay, I don't have like I typed in an X and I didn't get one. So what
Just
I'm gonna
fucking
use.
mark it with the crayon.
So what I'm gonna use is this tiny picture of Nosferatu smiling.
Yes.
Nick, I love all your
Damn it.
makeshift markers so much.
That's the score.
So like here,
Nose for too.
We're here to pick up Nosferatu.
and like here,
Oh yeah, it's in the back.
It's in the back.
and like here.
Those are what the packages are packed in.
And
Yeah.
then
It just looks like Nosferatu's head.
and then it's in Char Hollow, the boat with the black flag.
Or
Yes.
yeah, and then the boat is supposed to be somewhere around, presumably like here-ish.
I'm gonna give him a little hat so we know it's different.
Here,
Yeah.
give him a black hat, of course.
Oh, of course, my son.
My son, don't fucking call me that.
Okay, all right. Let's draw a little fucking.
Give him angry eyebrows.
Yeah.
It's a little hat. No,
The stuff of legend.
fucking hates it.
There he
You
is.
do it.
That's the finale one.
He's got legs. Look at him. He's a grown
That's his
boy.
evil mustache.
Fucking terrifying.
Oh, I thought those were just his arms and his legs.
No,
I
you
mean,
know what?
would be funny?
I've got a much more elegant way of doing this.
Oh.
You
Oh.
put Nosferatu back, Nick.
No,
Oh, it's the left for.
Oh, it's away.
that's how you know. That's how you know that's the finale.
It's away for Ratu.
It's a way for
Now we know what to
close
do.
for Ratu and far for Ratu.
Yes, Ferratu and yes, Ferratu.
That's yes for Ratu right there.
Oh, his eyebrows are kind of thick.
All right, let's fucking
angry.
divvy out these tasks. Bloodbeard not be going to Charter Hall.
I can do Charter Hall. Sounds.
Yeah, but who are you going with?
All right. I don't know. Who's been on the sneaky side? Really? No one.
Why we
Everybody
coughing?
just starts to clear their throat.
Why we be coughing?
Are you serious? Never like stepped outside your home when your parents were there?
Bloodbeard like to be his presence to be known. So
I'd have to
no.
agree.
Yeah, I'm a bit sneaky, I guess. I can go.
All right, there we go.
There
Let's
you
send
go.
them with ya.
They've got it's a date then. Come on.
Alright, don't be kissing on the job.
I was gonna say I was
Don't be
never,
professional.
What's kissing?
What'd you say, Herbal?
I was gonna say I was never here.
Okay. So you want to do Mondo and Explosion for Charter Hall?
Mm-hmm.
Aye.
All right, Mondo and Explosion for Charter Hall.
Which one is our whisper?
That'd be me.
Gorgon's, yeah. Came out.
Yeah, Gorgonzola.
There we go. I was waiting for that.
Gorgonzola.
Yeah. We should separate each of our main like fighty guys up into groups.
Do we have that many fighty guys?
Me.
We have the whisper, we have the cutter, and we have the hound.
Hmm.
Oh, so you want at least each team to have a fighty?
Yeah.
Well, maybe you should go with the lurk then, because you're pretty stealthy, I think.
Yeah.
All right.
So I will go with Mondo is our lurk.
No explosion.
I'm the slide.
Oh,
You're gonna come.
okay, explosion.
Explosion is our lurk.
Yes.
He's sneaky.
That's how you keep track of it.
Yeah. The one that sounds the least... That's the joke.
Yeah, you see through.
Alright, Explosion and Paparazzi are going to Charter Hall.
Oh,
Yes.
I'd be apparently good at shooting from a distance too.
Do you have hunt?
What do you have, Hunt?
Yeah, I got hunt.
Yeah.
That'd be nice, actually. The Hound and the Lurk here are gonna be together.
Quiet crew.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, what about the rest?
The others don't sound that like any sort of hard. I mean, maybe the Dogs one might be slightly harder than Crow's Foot.
What you mean by harder?
More difficult.
Should
in like stealth like capacity or like fighting?
I mean, I don't know. I guess I'm always thinking of stealth. You must understand.
well,
I'll go to Crow's Foot.
I be going to
probably more
Crow's.
popular.
Okay.
And the Dogs has the boat.
Bloodbeard love boats. Bloodbeard be going to the
Bloodbeard's going everywhere.
Hey.
Bloodbeard will be here in spirit at each.
Bloodbeard trying to be learning to poker. Ye have fun.
You're not gonna find it there, lady.
Bloodbeard learning to bluff. Bloodbeard bluffed when he said he was going to Crow's Foot. Did he believe he?
Well, you sure?
How good Bloodbeard be learning?
Hey.
That'd not be an answer.
Alright, so who wants to go with Gorgon to Crow?
Do we need a punchy there? A fighty fight?
Gorgon's a fighty.
Oh, then I can go.
We got one. Okay.
Alright, so Gorgon and Mondo to
Gorgon.
Crow, and then Kilowatt, you want to go to the docks?
Sure.
Alright. We have our
doctor.
Divian up.
Yeah.
You have the two fucking
Or deviant
demons.
divisions.
Our Deviant Arts.
Alright, come on. I said deviant divisions, and that was really cool, and then you had to fucking make a joke. Alright, come on, dude. Come on.
Alright,
Come on, man.
so the way that this works is, of course, we don't plan. There's no planning in Blades in the Dark. We go right into the goddamn action.
Look, I wasn't gonna plan anything.
What are you talking about?
But what
Yeah,
we
baby.
need first
Oh yeah.
is we need the detail. What we need is the, since this is technically a transport mission, what is the route and means you're going to be using to carry this out?
Route and means.
I suppose that we're just going to be going in the order of where we divided it out. So Charter Hall, then Crow's Foot, then the docks.
Do you think?
No,
we
I mean,
should-
well, that's what
He
order that
thinks-
I'm going to describe the events that happen, probably, but...
He means like I think he means like when we get the stash, how do we like transport it?
we all move it towards the docks, or we get on our boat, which is parked there, and take
Like
it
as
to
soon
the.
as you get it, you fucking move.
So
Yeah.
we could get the Bloodbeard and I could get the boat and then go
We're not. Are we going to steal a boat?
No,
No,
you
we
have
have
a
a
boat,
boat.
dummy.
at
Yeah,
the
we
docks.
We do have a boat.
We can take the Bronze Mackerel up towards Crow's
on.
Foot.
I
and
have an
pick
idea.
everybody
that's
up.
something we haven't told our fucking
That's something
listeners.
we-
The name of our boat.
Shall we describe the boat briefly?
Yeah,
The
we all
skeleton
step outside.
crew. The skeleton crew has a boat that they use for smuggling called the Bronson Mackerel, which is a beautiful. It's a little it's small, but it's a fine boat with one single board that is very, very old and has never been replaced. And they've always tried to get around to replacing that, but somehow it's always still there. And of course, lest we forget, the figurehead of the Bronson Mackerel, which is a mermaid that looks suspiciously like a young man wearing a blonde wig.
I love it.
Very ugly.
Okay.
It doesn't fit him.
No.
It's really nice. That's what we
Gentlemen?
spent our money on first.
And ladies, I have an idea.
Mm-hmm.
We are going to Shore Hollow for our final drop-off, is that correct?
Yeah, just off the
We're
coast.
gonna take the boat upriver.
What if we draw shape, the boat from the docks where the pickup is, and then hold on, let me get freehand out, and then send it down the river where we each meet up, and then make it to Shore Hollow. That way, while Kilowatt and Bloodbeard are driving the boat, Gorgon and Mondo, and me and Explosion can be moving towards a pickup point.
Mm-hmm.
So you're saying pick it up
Check the map.
Yeah, no, I see it. So pick up your thing
Yes.
here.
We're going to. We can drop off at the bridge right here.
Yeah.
So we're all converging here.
Converging
no, I
at
see
that
what you're
central
saying.
bridge between Crowsfoot and Charter Hall.
Hmm.
Hang on.
Are there guards between the districts?
There's increased presence of bluecoats in Charter Hall just because it's a nicer district overall. It's where the university is. But you don't imagine that it's going to be it's not like there's gates, It's not like it's going to be swarmed.
All right, so
The main place where there are gates is in White Crown, where there's a lot of gated estates.
Yeah, White Crown would definitely be if you're going to the bridge between White Crown and Brightstone, that would probably be flooded with bluecoats.
okay, so don't meet up there then.
No. I said that. I mean,
Yeah,
they're
don't meet up. Look at this ping. Don't meet up at this.
yeah. Don't meet
bridge.
up there.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
That's a danger spot.
The no-go zone.
All right, Bloodbeard know his route then.
All right. That's a nice point.
I can't remember which.
All right, that seems pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
So, should I do 3 engagement rolls?
I mean, it is 3 different
engagements.
Yeah.
Unless,
I mean,
is that how it works?
Is that too much? What would be better?
I don't know. I didn't think about this when I was coming up with the idea for this job.
I mean, I'm assuming that's got to be something that's asked a lot, or just known, because we're gonna be split up.
I think most games probably don't have you split up at the beginning.
Well, yeah, I know at the
But they
beginning, but the
still
point is,
have
it would probably happen at some point.
Well, you don't use
I
an
feel
engagement
like-
roll for that.
You know?
Only the beginning.
You mean starting off the jobs?
Yeah, how much
Yeah.
trouble we're in over? Because I mean, how bad it's going in one area is probably, unless we all teamed up to go with Explosion and Paparazzi to Charter Hall, they get their own because we're not going to fudge up their stuff. At least we shouldn't.
I don't know. What do you guys want? I can do 1 or I can do a couple.
I mean, whatever's gonna be easier for us because this is our first time fucking doing it, dude.
I mean,
Yeah, you want to just do 1 and we'll say that you guys are having a similar degree of success.
Yeah,
Sure.
All right,
as long as it's good.
let's do that.
Couldn't that mean that if we fuck it up, all of us are getting fucked?
No.
Yes.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
we debit,
so-
we debit out. We
It's
debit
high
out,
risk,
like,
high reward is what
This is an all or nothing roll.
Yeah.
Remember to mark your load.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Can we
don't
talk
forget to
about-
mark your
yeah.
load. Almost forgot about that.
Ooh.
I still do not understand how load works.
Okay, so
It's
load
how
you
bulky.
Yeah, you pick how much stuff you're carrying, and then it's basically it's how obvious you are, I guess. Like if you have a light load, you look like a dude out on the street. If you have a heavy load, you look like you're about to do big fucking crimes. You got shit slung over your shoulders and fucking bulky bullshit. You know what I mean?
Okay, so when it's in the items that don't count for load, I can have as many as those as I want.
If they have
or
a
just
little
one?
italic thing on them, I think that means that they count
don't
for
count
0 loads, so you can just have them.
Yeah.
And the
The
thing
items
is you don't have to select the items yet. So you can, but you do have to select your load. And then you can just pull it out of your ass as you go along.
Really?
So you start, you can say you have 5 load, or that you start with a loadout of normal, but then you can't change that after the fact.
Yeah.
Same with if you choose light.
Yeah, you don't pick your items at the start. You just pick how much you're carrying, and then you decide what you have on
And
the
then
spot.
as we're going on, okay.
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah, then you
I get
say,
it.
luckily I have my unusual...
Thank God I
Exactly.
have my fucking nuclear.
This entire
fucking
game is about
briefcase.
fucking. We're doing it live.
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
Which is
Alright,
something I
Max.
should explain
What's
to
your
the
load?
folks at home. This whole
Like-
bitch is in media res. Fucking items, planning, all that stuff happens in flashbacks, and actually I had the gun hit up my ass the whole time. It's very much we're gonna do it in the moment, and it's gonna be cool.
It's very much Bill O'Reilly. Fuck it, we'll do it live.
Yeah, that's what Arpa literally just said.
All right. Cool.
Go.
Alright.
Do
So
you roll the engagement?
I roll the engagement roll. So you start with a dice for luck. I'll give you an extra dice for your details good.
Feels weird that they're all gonna have the same one though. I don't know.
I can
mean,
do
we
it
could-
differently if you want.
Do we want it to be an all or nothing roll?
Well,
where...
that's it, but like we're at different and we're split
Yeah,
up.
oh,
you know,
okay,
we each
like,
have different
logically-
things.
Logically, in the like story wise, yeah, it should be different, but this is our first time doing it. I don't want.
But this
any
might be
character to
like
die.
better.
But if we... But Nick, you're saying that like this is a better option. This means we'll all get fucked.
we'll all get fucked.
It will
over
all
This is the
Or-
worst option.
So do you not want this to be? Do you want me to do
make
3
Make
then?
it all different. I say, all right, let's take votes. Arpel, what's
All
your
right,
vote?
vote.
I'm fine with the single. It'll be funny.
Okay.
Triard?
Me say split.
Okay. So
I say 1 because it would be funny.
okay. Nick.
And deadly.
Okay, I say split. Okay, we're
Oh,
2 for
changing
2.
his tune.
I abstain.
No,
Don't
come on.
you dare!
We'll see.
fucking
We'll see.
care.
What does HK say?
Don't
do
you?
you say?
HK, you're the
Fucking-
tiebreaker.
I say 1 because it's funny.
All right,
All
one
do
wins.
one.
Funny roll.
One
I also-
wins.
Funny
Rule of
roll.
comedy.
It's time. Do it.
I also want
Right.
to talk about load. I can carry 4 pistols as a light load.
Yep. They're all just in your fucking pockets. You just keep
In
pulling
your
out
ass.
more
Oh
pistols.
yeah, we should. I guess we should determine.
The spirit of Felix continues by just having infinite pistols.
Yeah.
Oh, I can only carry 2. I only have 2 pistols.
Yes.
I have a pistol and a second pistol.
Yeah. Everyone gets a pistol and a second pistol, but Hound gets 2 pairs of pistols as a free load.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right.
That's dirty.
So, I think we've just got 2 dice because I don't think any of the other stuff applies. So yeah, we're just gonna do 1 for luck and 1 for good detail. So we're rolling 2 dice here. We're gonna see what happens. Here we go.
Oh boy.
Funny
This-
roll.
This
funny.
is life or death. Okay, mixed result.
All
Got a
right.
4.
I was waiting for the like exhale, the heavy exhale.
No. No. Oh, I threw away my other dice.
Why did you throw it away?
No, I put
Threw in the
it.
trash.
You know what? Why don't I just dump this fucking thing out? I'm not gonna need all of them, but I keep like reaching into it. It's like annoying.
Oh, look what you did.
Oh, I made the dog bark. I'm sorry.
Oh no.
You didn't like that.
All right. So mixed result. I know, it's very distressing, dog. I'm very sorry.
Mixed results, how dare you?
He says mixed. I fucking hate that.
We got Lovecraft in the chat, boys.
Yeah. That's a fucking dog. It's not me.
Alright, so fucking shit. Here we go. Let's see here. So mixed result, you're in a risky position when the action starts.
Oh god.
Oh, where could we possibly be?
Who should we start with?
Thought we were starting with Charter Hall.
Yeah,
Alright,
you said you were gonna go Charter Hall, Crowfoot, Docks.
Do you want me to cut back and forth, or do you want me to just do one at a time?
I mean, like, I don't think you can fully do it one at a time. You're gonna have to cut back and forth because our plan relies on the docks
I think
being
that, like,
moved forward.
doing it one at a time up to, like, the boat is nearing the checkpoint.
Sure, alright. Okay.
And then, like, have it all converge.
So we'll start with Charter Hall.
Mm-hmm.
So, we got Explosion and Paparazzi.
Oh boy.
Let's see here. This is gonna really test my abilities because a lot of this is me having to come up with stuff on the spot.
This is what we've been working up for, baby.
So, you guys are making your way through Charter Hall, the relatively nice, the oldest district in the city, with the sort of classical buildings and broad, well-lit streets here in the eternal darkness of the world of Blades in the Dark. You can see there are blue coat patrols that are just strolling by at points. As you get nearer to where the bench is supposed to be, you can see things are not perfectly ideal. You're here at this little bench on a little side park near the Charter Hall University. That's what it's called. And this is the bench that is was pointed out to you. You know that it's got like the right etchings on it or whatever. This is the one. There's a couple on the bench. And they are going at it.
Oh.
They are fucking making out deep tongue. They do not seem to be in any position to leave at any point. And on top of that, there's a lot of patrols going by at certain points. So there's a lot of foot traffic in the area.
Interesting.
Now, I know you're going to suggest we cause a distraction, but I want to preempt you. Don't say explosions.
Come on, I separate, fun and my job. This is serious.
Indeed.
Oh, Harcourt, you're so handsome.
Nice spit.
Yes, Delilah, you are the loveliest in the land.
So they said it was under the bench?
They said it was under the bench. You don't see it from your vantage point where you've just sort of like entered this little park. It's very dark, obviously. There's a little bit of light from some of the electroplasm lanterns in the area, but there's not much visibility. You're not sure if it's literally sitting under the bench or if it's pinned up underneath or something.
Luckily, Paparazzi came prepared and brought his trained hunting pet.
Did he?
He's going to indicate to the dog that these people are friends and okay to jump on and lick.
Okay. What kind of animal is your hunting pet?
He's a dog.
What kind of dog?
Like a big, like, hound, like Saint Bernard looking kind of thing.
All right, a big Saint Bernard. What's his name?
Bogler.
Putting you on the spot.
Bogler.
Bogler.
I've seen
Yes.
Brother Brockler with you. Oh,
It's little Billy Bogler.
oh,
You got
he's so
to-
cute.
You got some funny looks walking through the streets with like this big like slobbering Saint Bernard, but you know it's a university area. People got some strange pets around with them. So Bogler just sort of bounds over, just let's see here. Is there a roll I can make you do for this, or should I just shoot? I think we should just do it. I don't think this can
Yeah.
it can fail.
Mm-hmm.
So he runs over and just sort of and jumps onto them, starts licking them. Oh!
Paparazzi runs after him like the leash off. Like, oh, I'm so sorry. He just bolted. I don't know what got over him.
Oh, Delilah sort of spits. He licked me directly in my mouth.
He does that. He's quite the licker.
Oh my goodness! I have no desire to kiss a dog-kissed mouth at this time. It's like, what do you mean? You wouldn't kiss me if a dog kissed me, Harcourt? Is that what you're saying? Well, I'm just saying it's unsanitary. I don't know where that dog's been.
Folks, it's no big deal. Why, just down the road there is a fantastic restaurant, one of my favorites, and they have martinis on sale right now, and you can wash out all that dog flavor.
Okay, we're gonna do a roll for this then. Let's see, which one would this be? Where's my list of? I feel like this is totally a sway, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
I have sway.
Well,
All right,
there we go.
let's do a sway roll.
What's my position?
I honestly, let's see here. They really want to watch the dog spit out of their mouth, so I think your position's probably controlled.
Cool.
And effect is probably great.
Bonus dice 0.
You're such a sweet lad.
Do I give you bonus die for something if it's controlled, or do you just...
I don't know. That was one of the prompts on the macro.
So 4. So... risky. Let's take a look. Sorry, I'm trying to do this all at once. Controlled? Okay. So Harcourt sort of stands up and he says, well, thank you very much for that recommendation. I certainly will look into that. However, I must say that this dog of yours is unpleasant indeed, and I'm afraid I'm going to have to report a loose hound to the Bluecoats.
What?
I was prepared for this. I have a long line, but yes, I will report for the fine.
Well, very good. Delilah with me. Oh, you still want to hang out with... Yes, Delilah. Why are you being like this right now, Delilah? And they sort of just start to walk off arguing.
Aw, that's good, Bogler. What a good dog.
Good old Bog. I'm gonna give Bogler a good pat on the head for doing a good job, and I'm just gonna kind of mosey on out while Explosion does his thing.
Okay. Her thing, please.
Her thing, yes.
I mean, now that they're off the bench, just look under.
Alright. You look under?
Mhm.
There's nothing there.
Oh no. Are there any other benches up nearby?
Let's see here. You want to give me a survey?
I really don't want to give you a survey, but sure.
Let's see if that's a thing.
I'll
I'll let you take a devil's bargain for a dice.
No.
Or you could push yourself and take some stress if you want to actually roll with dice.
Does paparazzi get too far?
Paparazzi's... Where you at, paparazzi? You striding off?
He's just moving out of the general area, so it looks like he was actually doing a thing and not waiting around.
Okay.
I'm just gonna mosey on over by him, maybe kind of go in an alley and kind of like, push my finger, like kind of come over here.
I come over.
I don't see the drop.
Under any of them?
I haven't checked all of them yet, but the one that we saw was nothing there.
You know those people? People on the bench?
Yeah.
They're probably bill hooks. They were probably doing the kissing on the bench to distract. They're probably the bill hooks.
That's something.
I checked the other benches. You go quickly follow them. Okay?
Okay. You make a survey. You make, what would this be? Prowl? Hunt? What's the one? I think it's
I have hunt. I can
I would
use my
assume-
dog to go sniff out things if we need.
I think hunt is like chase after them and like kind of follow them and stuff.
Yeah. Okay, so...
Hunt the target.
I also got prowl
Don't worry. I got both of those as well.
or survey.
It's only one in hunt, but still something.
I think you could either hunt or survey to check under the benches probably, and what? I guess you would. You think hunt would be to follow?
Yeah, that would be hunt.
So it's
guess-
hunt
Prowl
to-
is like
Prowl
like
is to do it.
shit.
You could do it with prowl, but it would be sort of a different. Hunt might be better.
Prowl is to be sneaky peeky.
Yeah.
Do you think they just have it? They took it?
They could have also been doing what we were doing and making a distraction. What's my position?
Let's see here. There's not any immediate threat to you, so I'm gonna say you're still controlled.
Okay. Standard effect.
Yeah. So 6. So you do it. All right. So you sort of crouch around and just making your way. Not crouch around, but you casually make your way through, just looking under, making sure that everything is seeing if you see any packages or anything like that. There's maybe 5 or 6 benches in this little park, and you look under all of them. You don't see them.
Yep.
All right. So
we gotta go find those 2 guys and then beat their teeth in.
So explosion. You were following.
Yeah. What's position?
Position's definitely risky.
Okay. Effect?
Effect is gonna be standard.
Okie dokie. So when I have 1 on the dot, that's just 0 bonus die, right? Or is that 1? I think it's...
If you have 1 dot, that's just a single dice. You could push yourself for an extra one, I think, or you could take a devil's bargain.
No. So I'm gonna say it's 0 bonus die then, right? Or is it 1? 1d plus. Okay, so it's 1d, 1 die for each action rating dot.
Yeah, if you have a little dot, it's 1 dice.
So 1 bonus dice?
No, I think you just have one dice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh. All right, let's see here.
Interesting.
Okay.
Very interesting indeed.
They making their way along, just sort of like still arguing with each other. You see Delilah just sort of like casually glance over her shoulder and like make direct eye contact with you, like creeping along behind them.
Oh.
And then they make a hard left into an alleyway.
I follow.
Okay. You round the corner and you do not see them.
Fuck. There's no other way. How many different ways are there?
Let's see here. You could maybe try to hunt to try to pick up their trail.
Mm-hmm.
I'll let you do that.
All right.
You want to push yourself or anything like that? So.
What is the pushes for another 2 stress, right?
I think so. Is that what push does?
Yeah. It says take 2 stress.
2 stress, yeah. Or a devil's bug.
I mean, at the very least, if I meet up with paparazzi, he can do better than job than I then, I think. But so
Paparazzi will be.
I don't
looking
want
to meet back up with you at some point.
I'm not gonna push myself yet.
Okay, so you're gonna give it a shot.
Yeah. Is it still risky or?
I'd say it's still risky.
Okay.
Standard.
And standard.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So, you feel like you sniff the air, and you're like, uh-huh. I recognize the scent of perfume mixed with wet dog.
Ah, head and shoulders.
And you just sort of like make your way through the alleyway, over into the, there's a sort of a side building, where it looks like the door is slightly ajar. And as you push your way inside, somebody comes out of the dark.
Oh boy. Can I
let's see.
Or anything?
Let's see here. Because this is technically the part of the effect for what happened, you're gonna get harm. You can resist it, but so you poke your head through kind of, and somebody just like swings a club towards you, basically.
Right.
Like right towards your chest, and is gonna like slam you in the chest.
All right. I mean, I don't think I will resist it yet.
Not gonna resist?
It's not going to feel great, but I don't think it's gonna be terrible.
Alright. So, I'm gonna kill you. No, I'm just kidding.
No.
You're dead.
Now that Bronson's out of the picture, I can kill his character right now.
You get just sort of smacked in the chest. You feel the wind knocked out of you. Put a little 2 on there. Just I don't know. Bruised ribs, let's say.
All right.
Level 2 harm.
I've done the deed. Is that how it works? I just put it on
Yeah,
there?
just put it in there.
Did we just completely skip the first level? What happens?
The first one is like small harm. Level 2 is like regular harm, and then 3 is big bad shit.
Okay.
So you don't start with 1 unless it's like a really light blow.
Okay.
This was like a good heavy hit, so hits you in the ribs, and as your eyes sort of like adjust to the darkness, you can see there is Harcourt holding a club, and there's like another sort of burly guy towards the back, who's standing there with a what looks to be a billhook in his hand.
I see what's going on now.
Paparazzi, you were trying to follow Explosion?
Yep.
All right.
And I have a scent hound, and I'm just gonna do.
Yeah.
All that scent.
So we could do a hunt controlled, just to see if you can pick up where they went. And standard. Okay. So, what's his name? Bogler.
Good old Boggles.
Follows the
boy.
scent down through the alleyways over to the room where it's happening. You can see the door open and you can hear what sounds like a scuffle happening in there. Before you do anything, because you were following, I'm gonna have one thing happen over here. So, what do you want to do, Arya? Explosion, my dear. What's happening? What's gonna happen? Are you gonna die?
No, I don't want to die. Well, I'm down on the ground there. Are they still trying to go after me right now, or are they just
They look to be trying to subdue you in some manner.
I would like to roll away. I don't really want to fight them right now.
Okay, we could say finesse to try and, are you trying to go, like, back out the door, or?
Yeah, I'd like to not be here right now, because this is kind of an outnumbered situation.
Alright, so we'll call that finesse risky standard.
Alright. So I have 2 dots. That's a +1 bonus, right? Or
It's 2 dice, so yeah.
alright.
Okay.
See how it is.
Let's see here. You roll like towards the door and you push open the door and manage to get outside, but you sort of lose your balance, sort of still winded, and you sort of fall back onto your back out into the street as this guy sort of like gets down on top of Harcourt, sort of gets down on top of you, like pinning you down with the club raised, and he's gonna try to like just bash your head in. This is a desperate position you're now in.
All right.
However, paparazzi sees this happen. You see Explosion sort of tumble out, and the man you know as Harcourt ready to brain him with this big heavy cudgel.
I'm gonna push up my glasses, and I'm gonna start blasting.
Perfect.
I pull out two pistols from my suit coat and just start blasting.
So anyway,
Dog runs in.
Alright, let's do a hunt risky standard.
Hunt risky standard.
So anyways.
Is there a picture of that with the L blocked out and he's holding basters?
God.
Nope.
Oh shit.
Oh no. He was doing really fucking well with all the other rolls.
So
So anyways, fuck.
You point the guns and you both of them jam simultaneously.
God.
They just go and like smoke sort of like out of the end of it.
Excuse me, sir. It'll be just one moment.
Explosion, what are you doing now?
I'm trying to make my dramatic entrance.
Damn it. That was almost cool.
Isn't this just
Hello, Gordon.
Fuck. Well.
So you're in a desperate position.
What if I...
This has already gone so disastrously. I love it. This is perfect.
Can I do a... How are the streets? Are they really fucking like...
You're in an alley right now, so you can't really see the streets from where you're lying.
Wait.
But
I have a question. Does using your items count for extra dice? Is that a thing?
I
If
don't
they're
know.
fine.
Oh yeah, if you have
the pistols were fine.
So they're a bonus?
Then that would have a bonus die.
I
So
think that would. Hold up.
Or-
Let me just double check to remember what fine does. Fine is a.
Oh no, I think it like counts one quality higher.
Oh yeah, so it would actually be a. I think it would probably be a. You would get reduced effect. No, you would get. So you wouldn't fail. I think you would just get like the equivalent of a 4 or 5.
Okay.
I think that's how it works. So let's roll back then. I
still like the jam. Like click,
Yeah.
click, click, click. Just smashing on the guns for a second.
Yeah.
Just one moment.
Come on. All right. Let's see. All right. So we'll say one of them sort of locks up for a second. You're like, fucking come on, and you just fire the other one. At this man. I'm gonna say that it's gonna be a little bit reduced. So it sort of clubs into the side of Harcourt, and he sort of rolls off to the side, like, oh! It looks like he might be wearing something to absorb the blow partially, but he's like dazed and sort of lying on his back now.
He's lying on his back now.
Explosion? I think you are now justified to use explosion.
Also,
I got.
I'm going to start a clock.
Kulak.
I got this knife here.
Well, you should probably hide it inside someone.
I'm gonna start a clock with one tick called "Guards Hear This Shit."
Okay. What about the guy on the ground? Can I put a knife into him?
Yeah, you could do that with
It's a
finesse
fine-
or
it's a-
skirmish.
It's a fine hand. What a fine hand weapon that can count as like a knife, right? or is
Yeah,
that-
that'd be it. Sure.
All right.
So I think this would this would just give you increased effect. So
So is this what is this finesse for? Probably.
you could do this with finesse, yeah, because you're sort of like looking for a weak point and trying to like slip it in, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What would you say this position?
It's still risky, but it's I'll say risky standard.
All right. So that just increases the effect of fine.
Yeah,
right?
basically.
Okay, so I don't. All right.
Okay, so with that, it's a success. So you sort of like move back over top of him and just stab him in the side. You go, oh, and then just sort of like slumps backwards, like.
Can I check his pockets real quick?
You wanna just
See if he's got anything on him.
He's got a little bit of money.
I mean, I'm kind of yeah. I'll take it.
You start scooping some money into your pockets. Paparazzi, the door to that door thing is still open if you want to. The door to the little side chamber. If either of you want to do something regarding to the little outbuilding that you went in, you saw another guy who was definitely part of the bill hooks in there.
Is there a? Could I go around maybe see if there's another door?
Yeah, give me a prowl. This is gonna be. We'll call it risky great, because it's risky, but they're not expecting it.
Also, I have a fine shadow cloak on. Is that?
What the hell is a fine shadow cloak? What's that do?
I would assume it makes me more fucking sneaky. I don't fucking know.
A fucking shadow cloak?
That's what it says right here, baby.
Let me take a look, see if I can fucking find it.
That's what I'm fucking saying, mate.
Blends you into the darkness around it. Yeah, I guess so. So it improves your effect level.
All right, Mr. White.
Wacky. Alright.
So is that stay great or extreme?
We'll see.
All right.
Let's say Yeah, I guess it would improve it to extreme then, so fuck it.
That sounds pretty neato.
Also, I've been doing this wrong.
Oh no, Mr. That happened.
I think the fine is supposed to improve your effect, which is not the result of your roll. I think. Yeah.
It just means like if you were to shoot him, it would be better shot.
Yeah.
Like,
So
no
I fucked that up a little bit, but we'll remember that going forward.
All right.
It doesn't undo
So it
like a
doesn't-
fail or something like that. But fuck it, we're already in.
So the actual effect thing that's
Yeah, so his gun still technically would have jammed. But yeah, alright, whatever. That's fine.
So would I've left it on great then? Is what you're saying, or is that still...
No, this was us doing it right for the first time.
Oh.
So you make your way around back, and you can see there's sort of like a low window on the back of this building. You sort of creep up and start slipping into the building in the shadows. You can see the burly guy and Delilah are they look like they're securing what seems to be like a very small package to it looks like they're putting it inside of like a satchel bag, and they're ready to like go out a window on the opposite side.
Okay.
And they don't have any idea that you're there.
As soon as paparazzi goes in, can I like jump on the big guy and like stab him?
Sure. Paparazzi, what are you doing? Papa?
Right?
Yes.
Roach?
Oh, sorry. I was reading a thing.
Okay.
So I kind of tuned out. What am I doing? What's the situation?
Okay, so I went around and I snuck in, and I'm kind of like waiting above them. They don't know I'm there.
Okay, that's where
I'm waiting for you to like kind of go into the door.
Oh yes, I will.
I'm gonna stab the big guy.
I'll unjam my other gun and I will walk in.
Okay.
Just gonna walk right in.
So you just walk straight in, and you can see you don't know where Explosion is, but you know she's probably around. You see the big guy and Delilah are sort of stuffing a package into a satchel bag, like maybe towards the back of the room near a window that they look to be planning to jump through.
I suggest you put your hands in the air. Well, put your brains in the air.
Is that sounds like a command, don't it?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go for command.
If things goes tits up, I'll do something, but for right now.
Command risky.
Command definitely risky. We'll say standard. Oh, you got no dots in command.
Nope.
King, we'll see how this goes.
You can push yourself if you wanna.
They're just fucking.
You know what?
Books. They're just
Let's
fucking.
push ourselves.
All right.
I'm gonna click to stress.
All right.
Do I get a dice for that?
He likes it.
Yeah, you get a dice.
I forget what everything does.
You
Yeah,
get an
now-
extra die or
Yeah, this basically
extra
means
effect.
you don't have to roll with disadvantage anymore. You just roll with one dice.
Something else.
Okay. So how would I put that in?
I think it's just 0 bonus dice.
Yeah, just roll.
Let me try to roll for you. Hold on. I'm just gonna.
Yeah, I haven't used this sheet in like 3 years.
Okay, it's like that.
Okay.
You just do bonus die plus 1. So you just
so,
give yourself
yeah.
1 bonus die because you have none. So
Yeah, so it
Oh,
knows
yeah,
that you're
yeah.
doing disadvantage.
it's a good thing that's not your.
Uh,
Well,
Well, it's it looks different.
smells different.
they both turn, and as you say that, Delilah just sort of pivots and just like hucks a throwing knife at you.
Okay, I want to jump on the other guy while that's happening.
All right.
Risky still.
This is gonna be. No, I'm gonna say it's controlled because they have no idea you're there.
Dude.
Controlled and standard. But the throwing knife is going to hit you square dead center in the chest, unless you want to resist.
Okay, I'm going to resist that.
Okay. So how do we do resistance again? Alright, so this is gonna be a prowess roll. And then you suffer 6 stress minus the highest die result. So I think you only have 1 die in prowess.
I have 2 in prowess because I have double prowl.
I think it's the first
Oh,
row.
it's the first one, yeah.
Yeah.
The number of dots behind the
Yeah.
left side of the bar.
Yeah. So it's a prowess
So
with
6 minus 1d6.
But I could say I brought armor to reduce it further.
Oh.
Is that something that you can... Is that something on your thing? Ah, so it is. And you have not used all of your load yet. So yeah, you could say that you have armor and you could just check that instead of resisting. Or you can do both.
I think square on the chest is pretty dangerous, so I think I'll check the armor.
Okay. Do you want to resist as well, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'll resist, saying that he's like, whoa! And tries to move to the side, glancing blow.
Alright. So it succeeds, but let's see how much stress you actually take. Okay, so you take 2 stress.
Not bad.
Pretty good. So it just hums towards you, like, move to the side, and it sort of scrapes across the center of your chest, across the armor, just and out the door. As this happens, Explosion jumps towards the big guy. Was that,
Yeah, that was it.
So... you jump onto his back, you're just trying to stab him?
Yeah, just gonna,
Alright, so you jump onto his back like, and you stab him, and he just sort of flails around and sort of lands and just crashes against the wall, and then just rolls over onto the side like, falling down. And you sort of roll down, you sort of roll down into combat with Delilah, who's looking to take revenge as this guy's like,
All right.
I'm going to tick another part of the guards hear this shit.
How dare they? What does a silence potion vial do?
A silence potion vial?
Yeah, it's pretty cool, isn't it?
What?
It's
a
also
vial of
it's
golden
also-
liquid that negates all sound within 10 paces of the drinker for the span of several moments.
Isn't this game the raddest fucking shit?
That's so good! You wanna fucking slam one?
I mean, why the fuck not?
Alright, so you... Alright, sure, fuck it. You slam the silence vial, whoop, and it just there's sort of this... And then it's dead silent everywhere. And Delilah, like, opens her mouth to, like, shout, and there's no sound, and she... Oh! Paparazzi, what's happening with you, buddy?
He's gonna keep walking forward with his guns reloaded now, and he's gonna keep shooting to take advantage of his sweet silence.
Alright, Hunt risky standard.
Oops, I quit inside. How do I cancel? There we go.
It's a fucking one I just get for free.
I know.
And I'm using my fine pistols.
Yes. So it'll be essentially Hunt great. So risky great, I guess technically.
Okay.
I'm reading all the items that the slide can have, and I'm just a cartoon villain
Cartoon.
Yeah.
It's just like I just have all the forms that I need, like disguises, burglar kits,
Yeah.
Yes,
demolition
good.
supplies, bombs, rope, lamp oil.
Yep.
Good.
The slide and the spider are just Adeptus Evangelion characters.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, nice.
So you fire, and it goes thunk straight through her neck, just whoosh, out the back, and then it goes out the open window.
Uh-oh.
Paparazzi tries to say something witty and then stops himself mid-sentence.
Because no one will hear it.
I find the drop.
It's in the satchel. There's just like a tightly wrapped package. You're not sure what it is, but you know that this is it. It's got the little symbol that she told you to look out for.
All right, well, I take it. And
Grab it and run.
I point and we move.
All right, and you guys start hustling your way towards the rendezvous point. So concludes Charter Hall.
I hated it. Holy shit. That was way too fucking stressful.
It's great, right? I love this game.
Explosion almost died like 4 different times.
It was awesome.
Yeah,
Welcome to the rest of us, buddy.
it's like when we all drink the boba tea, but it's every session.
Oh my god.
Oh shit. All right, I'm gonna go fucking piss, and then we'll do the docks, I think, or Crowsfoot. Which one are we gonna do next? Crowsfoot.
Crow's foot.
All right, we'll do Crowsfoot next. I'll be back in a second.
Oh, I'm ready. I'm
Man,
gonna
I was-
say something funny.
I was fucking reading what one of my items, the Rage Essence file, does, and it sure is something. It sure is something. I'm gonna post it right now.
Don't drink it next to me, please.
I'll drink it right next to you, bud.
Can't stop until they're all broken.
Rip and tear until they're done, bud.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How
just
broken
that.
is broken, though?
I
Yeah, all
love
you
that
gotta do
Doom
is
Eternal
look
just
up.
went full ham on the like Doom lore, and
Oh yeah, Doom Eternal's fucking great.
its one joke is kind of annoying, but like all the other stuff is really fun.
Do you know if Nick is still recording this bit?
Who can say?
I
No,
don't
fuck.
think he would.
All right, I return.
Oh, it's too late.
We got both of our Crowsfoot boys here.
Yeah, bitch.
Sick.
Yes, queen.
All right,
Those are the
Crowsfoot.
demon boys.
Crowsfoot. So, because we did one, you're at a risky position.
Yep.
Because that was funny.
It was funny. Look what happened.
It made me lol.
So,
Made me ruffle mail.
you guys are at a sort of have made your way through a sort of a derelict section of Crowsfoot. Crowsfoot itself is pretty run down and overrun with criminal activity. It's basically the heart of criminal bullshit in this place, in this city. But this part in particular is especially broken down, sort of cramped and foggy, and buildings just slumped over here next to the river. And not far from there, you can see out into the river Tangletown, these sort of lashed together barges and ships that make up what is essentially neutral territory here in Crowsfoot and for a lot of people in the city. But that is not where you are. You are in the thick of it. And by the thick of it, I mean... Yeah, okay. As you guys sort of creep your way through the alleys, getting closer to the courtyard where you know the crooked tree is, you start to feel the hair rising up on the back of your necks. And feel this sort of tension in the air. And both of you specifically are actually rather familiar with this sensation.
Ugh.
Is it a ghost?
You feel some disturbance in the ghost field. You don't see anything at the moment, but you know something's not right with this area.
Well, luckily I have my Spirit Bane charm with me.
Yeah, me too. Let's get a Demon Bane charm. Good stuff.
Oh, we
Look,
got both of them.
Yeah. Ugh.
Just in case.
I don't want to be caught unawares, so let me feel this out.
I'm gonna pull out my Fine Spirit Mask,
All right.
which
A
allows me
spirit
to
mask.
see supernatural energies in great detail.
Yes.
It's spooky. It looks like those Mononoke spirit masks, but the holes like move erratically sometimes.
Very disturbing.
And I put on my face and I'm going to attempt to attune
All right.
to see what the fuck this disturbance is all about.
So I'm gonna say this is risky standard, as you guys are sort of pulling up to this courtyard.
Here I go. Attune. Risky standard. Boom. I got a 4.
You got a 4. Alright. We'll say the effect's a little better because you're using this fine spirit mask. What's the Spirit Bane charm do again?
It's a small charm that spirits prefer
I
to
see it.
avoid.
Yeah.
Alright. So you sort of creep your way around the corner and you can see that sort of crooked, dead tree sort of bent over in the middle of the courtyard like this, almost like this grasping hand at the end of this blackened wrist. And nearby, you can, with the help of your spirit mask, see this shimmer. And then you see this sort of like spectral shape of a man just sort of like blowing by, like almost carried on the wind, passing through the tree, looking distantly with hollow eyes. Because, and you sort of get like a real good look right at its fucking face. Which I think means that you have to make a resistance roll for its terror.
Why not?
You detect it, you see it, and it hasn't noticed you, but you got a good look at it enough that it's like, okay, fuck.
Do I get a bonus Ring of Whisper?
You do if you have Iron Will. You don't have Iron Will, do you?
Not yet.
Okay,
All right,
so you
resolve?
just have. Well, actually, you're wearing your. No, that protects against possession, not. Yeah, so no, I would say it's resolve, and you could push yourself, or you could take a devil's bargain, but.
But what is the Devil's Bargain?
I don't know. What would be an interesting devil's bargain?
Isn't that always the question?
I don't know. What do you think would be a good devil's bargain?
I don't know. I'm just sitting here, man.
Damn it, man.
Okay, you know what? I probably won't tell you anyway. I'll just roll it. Fuck!
So... Alright. What's your fucking name? Mondo.
Yep.
You see Gorgon sort of like leaning around the corner, like surveying the yard, checking to see any ghost activity, and then Gorgon just sort of like lurches backwards and rotates and just starts walking briskly in the opposite direction of the courtyard.
No. First fucking job, already fucking ghosts. I'm out of here, fuck this.
I'm gonna go try to talk to the ghost.
Okay, you want to creep into the courtyard?
Yeah.
Alright. You can see sort of the shimmering of the spiritual energy, and you get just a sense of it as it passes by. You,
I have ghost voice. I know the secret method in which to interact with a ghost or demon as if it were a normal human.
Wait, you're dealing with ghosts?
give me a, let's see here.
I got potency when communicating with the supernatural.
I thought this was an easy job. I came back to ghosts? What?
Let's see. I wanna give you like a roll to avoid immediately getting hit with the spook.
Hunt. Look for a safe place to communicate with it.
Yeah, sure, that sounds cool.
Isn't that like a tune?
A tune would be like to do something with it. He wants to find like a space where he can communicate it with it, where he doesn't have to like directly like visually engage with it, so he doesn't have to. You know what I mean? So I'd say that would be hunt probably.
All right. What's the position?
I would say risky and standard.
Any bonus dice?
If you want to push yourself.
I'm good.
Okay. Okay.
Also, should we tell you what like our load is like starting out? Because like I know that like each level of load has something different.
Yeah.
Because like I had a light load, which means you know.
Okay, I figured both of you guys had a light load, and I checked your sheets. You wrote them, so I knew that. I mean, I'm periodically checking your sheets, but if you want to tell me so that I don't forget to, that would be helpful.
No, I mean we should have done that.
I got a normal load.
Yeah, I see that. Which is fine because it's crow's foot, you know. Yeah. All right. So, you do manage to find a quiet spot, as sort of like just nearby this sort of a. It's sort of like a decayed stoop that you sort of like sidle your way beside and like partially under, so that you're within speaking distance of the spirit, but you're not directly face to face engaging it. However, let's see. What are we gonna do for the complication here? Okay. You can feel the of the ghost as it passes like right behind you. Sort of like caressing your back with the cold. And the cold is deep and fierce, and it stings your back. I'm gonna say you have a lesser harm, mild frostbite on your back.
Ooh.
Unless you want to resist.
Is that a 1?
It's a 1, yeah.
Yeah, I'll just take it.
Okay. And it just sort of drifts by. It doesn't seem to have engaged with you. You just hear this sort of like...
Can I try to sway it to move on out of here?
You most certainly can.
Right.
Yeah. Have I returned yet?
Have you... I don't know, how long is it supposed to last? I've never done this before.
I don't know.
Does anybody know? Hey,
For what?
hey, Arple, do you know how long it's supposed to last if you get fucked up by a ghost, being spooked by a ghost?
I don't remember.
Oh, jeez.
We were playing mostly like ghost classes, so we didn't really get fucked up much last
that's
time
fair.
I played.
Let me see if I can find, like, hold on. Give me a sec. Ghost. Where's the section on the ghosts?
The spooky ghost got you.
The spooky ghost. Is that it? Yes. Page 210. Hello.
We must call the ghost hunters.
Gunters, you say?
The ghost gunters.
I'll say you've managed to gain control of your faculties now. and you've sort of made your way like back onto the street, back towards Crow's Foot, when you're like, okay, I'm good, I can handle it.
Take a deep breath and I'm heading back. At what point I notice, I assume that he's doing something. I'll see
You're
what
not
he's doing.
quite back far enough to see what's going on yet, but
I'll wait.
yeah. So, Mondo, you want to make that sway? I'll say because you've got the thing, you can do it with a bonus die.
Alright, so position.
Position is gonna be, I'm giving you the bonus die, so I'm gonna say it's still risky. And then standard.
Standard 1.
Okay. All right.
Boy, sidle on out of here, boss.
And you hear this sort of like, as it drifts on right past you again. And you feel the cold bite in once again as it sort of almost like pats you on the back as it sort of drifts into a building and away. You suffered mild frostbite again. Second lesser harm.
Alright.
I stride in, I assume.
And then you stride in to see Mondo like sort of crouched by a a little stoop, just like shivering.
Apologies, that was unprofessional. You got rid of it.
Yeah, I know they a little chilly now, but let's get on with it.
Good. Not a fan of dealing with those fuckers. Gonna need to get some extra something. Alright. Tree looks ghost clear.
You don't see any ghosts.
Well,
With
let's go up
your
and
spooky stuff.
let's go up and investigate that tree.
Okay. You head up, and you can see there's a knot in the tree, where there's like a little hole, where you can reach in and fish around, and there's almost like an envelope in there.
Pull it out.
You can also see there's a body slumped against the tree as well.
Oh my.
It is unmoving, and it actually physically resembles the ghost a little bit.
Can they tell what killed him? How long he's been dead?
Sure.
Can you survey or study?
I feel like this would be... I think you could do survey or study for that. Either one.
Sounds good to me. I'll just roll a single die. Here I go.
Here we go.
1.
1.
You look down, and, God, how can I make you fail looking at something?
Maybe this shouldn't even be a roll, huh?
Yeah, you're right. This shouldn't have even been a roll.
That's a nice rock there, bud.
If I can't think of what the fail would be, it probably should be a roll. So you look down. It's probably been dead for a little while, especially considering a ghost was generated, apparently.
Yeah.
But, why do you have 4 stress?
Maybe just
I got spooked by the ghost, right?
Oh, that's
6
right.
stress
I'm
minus the
stupid.
2.
I'm stupid,
Yeah.
I forgot. Yes, so... What was I saying? It looks to be an Eruvian fellow. There's sort of like red ribbon tied around their wrist, their upper arm, and they look like they've been shot in the chest. I suppose both of you guys would be familiar enough with the city to know that this is probably a member of the Red Sashes gang, who are at war in this district with the Lamp Blacks.
hell yeah.
Cool bastard. Is the letter supposed to be in there? So we're picking it up?
Alright.
Or...
You pick it up?
Yeah, what were we expecting? Is this supposed to be the letter in there?
I don't think you were told about the specific nature of the packages, just that there was a symbol that you were supposed to look out for, which is on the envelope.
Okay, well, I take it.
Alright, so, you take it, and you're gonna start making your way back out of this area?
Yep.
Alright, as you start making your way back out, you can see there's a couple of dark shadows near the alleyway that you entered. There's a trio of individuals walking up, all of whom appear to be members of the Red Sashes.
Tucked away, that envelope.
These individuals are led by what is their fucking thing? Here we are. Here we aren't. Here we are. A sort of muscular, like tank top wearing Eruvian guy with the red sash tied as a bandana around his head, and this sort of like very, very narrow, like suspicious eyes, and there's like two red sashes behind him, sort of flanking him on either side. As he steps up, he says, "In our territory, are you?"
Just passing through.
Just passing through.
Yeah,
I
just
don't
here for a little ghost cleanup.
But wouldn't be happen to be the ghost of... Points past you guys.
I'm afraid so.
What did you do with it?
What did you do with it?
Just told it to move along.
He looks back at one of the other... You can see one of the ones behind him has what you recognize as a couple of spirit bottles hanging from their belt. And he looks back and he's like, "We were trying to capture that ghost so we could get information, and you told me you've run it off."
Not exactly run it off, just, you know.
Well,
We are short for
well,
information in this battle against Bazo Baz and his imbeciles, and you have deprived us of an opportunity.
what way did you send it? We can show him.
Just over there. I point to where it went.
He looks at it. I do not like you. I do not like you people. I do not like your meddling in this place.
Well, I think we'll be moving along now. Sorry to bother.
I would like a tax for participating in actions on my territory. Unless you would like this to become a shorter and flashier discussion. Surely you know
Alright.
that Eruvian sword
I hand
arts
him-
are the foremost in the world.
I'll hand him some of the documents that I have.
What are you handing him?
I'm gonna hand him some maps of the some positions of his enemy guy, the Blasco.
Of Bazo?
Baz, yeah.
How did you get your hands on position data for
They're
Bazo?
forged.
They're forged. Alright. I feel like this might qualify as a flashback to see if you forged
Alright.
these well.
Let's do it.
Alright, so for our first flashback then. So flashback I think costs stress.
All right.
How much stress does it cost?
I think it's like depending on how crazy it is. So like zero.
I think it's usually. I'll say this is. You knew you were coming into this territory, so I'm actually gonna say, thinking that you might run into somebody who might benefit from this. I'm not sure it is actually gonna cost any stress.
I made a couple maps depending on who we would run into.
Yeah, exactly. We'll say. What do you think? Study? What would be a good role for forging these maps?
I'd say study.
Yeah.
I feel like study makes the most sense, right? Survey.
Gather information about opportunities or exploits.
But you're not. You're faking it.
Oh. Sense trouble before it happens.
I'll say you could do it with survey, but I'm gonna say that the effect is reduced.
Alright. What about position?
Position is definitely risky. I'm gonna say risky limited.
Alright. Here we go! There we go.
Hey!
Ooh, 5.
Pretty good!
Very good.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see here. That would be a dick move. I'm not gonna do that.
Teehee.
I can one of the options for a risky semi-success is that you have reduced effect, which would reduce your effect to 0 effect.
Oh no.
which is just such a slap in the face.
Jesus.
So I think I might do it. Takes the maps, sort of looks at them and says, and these are maps of Bazobaz's position, yes?
Yes.
He turns it around. Then why is all of this written?
Please, please. Please.
Why does this say dog's shoe instead of crow's foot?
It's code.
I was gonna accept crayon as well.
Why are these streets all in little spiral shapes? Why does it say Bazobaz is? Why does it say Bazobaz is hiding inside of a hot air balloon?
Can you find him in the crowd?
Things are taking quite a drastic turn.
I don't think I believe you. I think you are trying to trick me.
No. It can't be.
Machine code.
You don't think I'd do that?
I think you would. And I think you see the two behind him pull out their curved Eruvian blades. It says, "Now I will require coin."
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
As he sort of crumples up the paper.
I can't believe he didn't.
Oh no.
What do you want to do, HK?
I don't know.
It's not going according to Keikaku.
Well, it's simple, really.
Do you think so, HK?
I don't know. What do I have in my bag of tricks?
Can you talk to them? Be like, please no.
You know, I could just.
There's a spot on the map where it circles the Eruvian Sword Arts Academy where the Red Sash is based out. It says stinky Eruvians live here. It's like, oh shit, that's the one I was supposed to give to the fucking crows. Damn it.
It says Iron Hook School.
Iron Hook School.
Who did we pay our coin to? Who did we get our thing?
The grinders.
The grinders.
They're the people who have, through proxy, hired you for the job.
It's a sex hour.
Well, do you want to start blasting?
Don't start blasting, run away! Get the stuff and run!
Yo, let's just book it.
Or
are you
or
good at-
actually pay the man. Like, promise him a coin.
Aren't we? Are we even? Do we?
I
even
don't
have-
know. I'm not
Do
there.
we have
Do we
coin?
even have coin? I thought we were like wicked poor.
There's technically one coin that you have. You probably don't literally have it on you, but you could promise it to this guy or something. And then they'll probably come to collect.
Oh.
Or we could start blasting.
Or we could start blasting. You know, I think we should just,
I like to think of these. So anyway, we started blasting. Like plan is as soon as I start sipping a vial. That's when you know we go.
You see explosions lifting the silence thing to his lips, and was like, "Alright," and starts pulling out their guns.
We're going loud.
Okay,
That's the fucking signal.
alright. Kenneth,
Yeah?
Gorgon. I'm
Yeah.
gonna use my trance powder, and then we're gonna get the other two.
Trance powder, which does like a...
It's a glittering blue powder, induces a pleasant hypnotic trance when inhaled, volatile, woozy 1. Woozy, level 1 harm.
Alright.
Interesting.
Could use the trance powder on him.
Where are you finding these definitions for the alchemy?
I'm on
I-
this Wikipedia.
Yeah, I just looked it up for because I don't think
I
they
forgot
had.
what page they're
I don't
on,
think
but,
there was, like,
all of the
full-on
basic
item.
drugs are listed. Like, I think after the character sheets.
Mm.
Or, not the character sheets, after the character descriptions.
Yeah. So trance powder. I don't know if you can just... Can you just fucking throw it in their face? Was that how it works?
I don't know.
I feel like... I feel like they'd have to, like, take it?
You can't just like poof it on them.
I don't
I
know.
mean, we can start a clock during downtime to weaponize it.
Yeah, that sounds like
yeah.
something that you'd have to
yeah.
work on a project. Unless you wanna do a desperate limited effect
good.
to try to jam it up his nose or something.
Alright. I'll just like... I'm gonna be spooky. I'm
Okay.
gonna be commanding.
Ooh.
But like... There's 3 of them, right?
There's 3 of them, yeah.
Alright. Alright. You may have the number advantage, but us two, we've got training. Training that makes us nightmares for people like you. You want to get in a fight, you'll regret it. Now leave here. Maybe ask for money when you've got a better fighting chance.
Okay. Let's say risky limited, because these guys specifically also have training that makes them a nightmare to people like you. They're trained in special sword arts. That's one of the things their gang does.
Yes, that's true. I am prepared for the backup as soon as this goes wrong, so. 4.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Perhaps these guys are getting fed up with your shit clock?
I'm thinking. Let's see here. I am gonna start a clock. And this clock is going to be called... This is the wrong thing. This clock is going to be called... he decides to test the theory. And he just sort of says, "Oh, you are? Well, we have much training that makes us a nightmare for people like you, so perhaps there is some entertainment that can be had between us." And he doesn't make much motion to move. He seems to believe that you're a hitter, but he seems to almost kind of enjoy that.
Entertainment.
Is that all?
I'm asking the question.
Oh. Entertainment. You know, a little bit of sparring practice.
Sounds like a good time.
How about here and now?
I exchange a glance with Mondo. I'm going to hit him with a lightning bolt.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, Christ.
Yes.
Oh, no.
Oh, I missed it. What is he doing?
He's shooting a lightning bolt.
Oh.
Started blasting, but not in the way you thought.
Okay. So, so this, I think, automatically counts as pushing yourself.
It's true. That's 6 stress total.
Ooh.
And, yeah. So,
Alright.
this is gonna be risky great.
Risky.
With an extra dice from the push.
That's right. I'm
And
gonna
it's a
give you some
tune.
of that push. 6!
Oh my god.
Wow.
You just sort of take a step back, and then how do you do it? Describe it for me.
Okay. I take a step back. I align my posture, and I just sort of focus for a moment. My right eye, which is the more clayey one that doesn't even really move, starts to leak a weird ambery ectoplasmic fluid as I raise my hand up and then crash it down. A lightning bolt follows.
Just this lightning bolt just streaks out of the sky, and he just it hits him, and he bursts into like flames and sparks, and just like flails his arms and falls on the ground, screaming and contorting on fire. The other two look at each other, and both of them look at you and say, "You will regret this! You will regret this!" And they start running.
I'm glad we're making extra enemies already.
All right.
Ah, yes. Alright. They're probably right, by the way. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Alright, let's book it.
And you,
And that's why you put a fighting character in every party. Because they can just do things like that.
Oh,
Oh god, it'll turn out how I wanted.
they can always be ready to blast.
I'm going to start a new clock.
Listen, we try to be understanding and like friendly.
This is the new clock.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
So we'll keep that in mind. The Sash's reply.
Is there like a clock database somewhere?
You can line them up on the crew sheet.
Yes. You want me to put it on the crew sheet?
Yeah.
I'll put that one on the crew sheet because that's one that like is gonna be ongoing. So you guys can see it there.
I mean, the previous clock just kind of went up in smoke.
Yeah, that one's gone. So there's that one. Oh, did I do that in Arple? Oops, I did that in your I did that in paparazzi. My bad. Oh, I don't know how to delete the clock. I think it's stuck there. There we go.
You gotta lock it.
Oh, yeah.
And then, or unlock it.
I did it in yours instead of fucking the crew for some reason.
I mean, I've done that.
There we go.
There we go. Sash's reply. Ta-da! There we go. Okay.
The crew.
So you guys start making your way to the rendezvous point. Now to the docks.
All right.
Oh boy.
Hell yeah! Fucking finally, baby.
I'm not gonna do a split up one every time. I wanted to make it a little.
Boring.
I wanted to make it a little easier.
Holy shit! I was about to fall asleep.
Well, now you're gonna fucking awaken. That's what goddamn.
Yeah, you're damn right. I'm gonna fucking wake up everybody. All right, let's go.
It's just fucking
So,
stressful.
you guys making your way through the docks are approaching now the busted dock where this sort of slumped over, broken down, splintered, masted sloop is just sitting, where you know that this is supposed to be the hiding place of the item you're looking for. As you're getting closer, you can see there is a boat out on the water, just sort of like quietly rolling through the area with a large electroplasmic light on it. Not hunting or looking for anything in particular, but it appears to be a blue coat vessel just sort of patrolling the waters.
Fuck the blue coats.
Fuck the blue coats.
Right.
Well, we know which dock it's on. Right?
You know which dock it's on. It's at the end of the one that you sort of just now come up to, this busted ass, splintered pier with the shitty boat off to the side of it.
Alright, well, we see the boat.
You see the boat.
Specific one. Is anybody on it?
You don't think so?
Alright,
You wanna make a survey or something?
I mean, I'll give it a go.
Yeah.
Why not?
Do it,
Couldn't
King.
hurt.
Do it, King.
See if there are any squatters on the boat.
I'll kill
Wait,
him.
how do I do the?
So you click on the actual thing, like the name of
I
it.
did it. Didn't. Oh, hold on. Never mind. It's because I have. Oh, there it is. What position?
We'll say controlled. And then standard. There's nothing really affecting you at the moment. Okay, so 3. So I think that's a failure.
A fail boat.
So you're just like peering, and it's really dark, and you can't see shit,
Pretty
and you're
far
just
away.
you can't see fuck all.
Looks clear to me.
That's a fail.
Hey,
Well, let's
that's
go.
good for us. Let's go in there and get it. Yar. Yar.
It's an
Don't
abandoned
fucking
boat,
yar.
right?
That's my thing.
It's an
Who are
abandoned
we?
boat. We should be fine.
Yar.
Alright, so you start creeping your way towards the boat. The patrol boat sort of sways back the other side, just the light just sort of passing slowly over the docks as you're getting closer to the boat.
Is it in the dock area near our abandoned boat?
Yeah, it's like sweeping the area basically, just like looking for trouble.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Okay.
Bugger, no!
Bugger dropped his room.
Bugger, no! You're just...
Everyone instantly gets alerted.
Oh. I mean, we don't want to be spotted by them, but we don't really have to look suspicious by sneaking, do we? I
We're
can't
just
sneak
walking
anyways.
up to the boat. That's all we're doing.
Yeah, let's just go. If I try to sneak, I'll just trip on myself.
Alright, so you guys stride to the boat.
Just go into our boat. That's all we're doing.
This is our boat. What's its name?
You can see the name has been
Pumpkin
scratched off. All you can see is a B.
Oh, the bee!
Ah, that's our ship, the Bee.
The bee.
She's always buzzing along, you know.
Floats like a bee, doesn't sting.
No
She's
stinging
not
here,
a
officer.
stinger. She's a boat.
It's a boat, not a bee.
It's not an insect. Are you crazy?
Just named it that because it floats like a bee.
A lot of things float. Like ice. Ice floats.
Does it?
As you guys are having this discussion, stepping onto the boat, the spotlight just sort of passes over you for a second.
Okay.
Alright, that's nice.
I will duck down just as a precaution.
I follow suit.
You guys just sort of like go into like a little crouch.
Yeah, there's a rim of the boat, right? So we can hide behind it.
Sure.
Alright. Well, let's start moving towards where the captain's cabin is then.
Alright. The boat is, by the way, fucked. It's like tilted at like a 45-degree angle.
This boat would be fucked.
More like a 30-degree angle. It's still bad. And as you walk, the whole thing is just sort of like shaking slightly. There's parts where you step and you can see this part of the deck has just soaked through and there's probably a bunch of water. You're surprised this whole thing hasn't sunk yet.
This be a fail boat.
Woof. Woof. Not good.
That was a failed joke. It was a failed boat.
It was pretty good.
That was a failed boat.
You get closer and closer to this spot. To the captain's cabin. And as you poke your heads inside, you can see there's somebody in there.
I pull out my sword and kill him. I stab him.
So we're gonna get a lot of heat.
Oh boy, is that really what you do?
No, I take a little bit to see who it is.
Okay. Just chops on his head.
Oh shit, that was my buddy.
That was fucking.
Man, really? Holy shit.
Oh my god, that was explosion.
I was just chilling there.
It was old Gibby. It was his boat.
This is what Gibby likes to do. He likes to be at the docks.
You can see there's a guy.
He just sits there and like laughs to himself.
There's this guy in this sort of like heavy gray coat who's just like prying up the boards of the bottom of the cabin, and as he's like prying it up with a crowbar, he looks over his shoulder and says, "Hey,
what you been doing, mate?
prying up some boards. How about you, man?
What for?
You know, maintenance my boat. The Bee."
Oh, okay. This be your boat?
It's sort of like a younger guy with like a sort of scruffy beard. He looks very surprised to see two people standing in the doorway, especially one of them being a giant pirate and the other one being somebody with that glint in his eye, you know.
Oh, I think this is our boat.
Yeah, this might be our boat, mate. I think you might have the wrong boat. Yours might be the one down there.
I'm pretty sure that's a lot of boats with the letter B in them.
Yeah.
Oh, I think this is definitely my boat. And he's just says, "If you'll excuse me," he's just trying to pry up the board some more.
But why you be digging up your own boards in your ship?
Oh, there's a rat's nest underneath these boards. I have to get at it.
But the rats had character. Why you digging it up?
Don't like rats.
You're one of them, eh?
Well, I don't like them alive. I'd like to eat them. Hungry.
Oh, all right.
Well,
I see where you're coming from.
We can get the rats for you.
Yeah, we can get them.
Oh no,
You
believe
just
me,
step off the
fellas.
boat.
I'm just fine.
I know we can get them. I
I think
start pulling out my Leviathan tooth sword.
Okay, this horrifying, sort of like awkwardly shaped, jagged blade that looks like it's forged out of this awful blackish bone. And he just says,
We'll get it for you.
Yeah, if you just step aside.
You just step aside, we'll get it for
Go out on
you.
the dock. Go out on the dock.
You go, like, you will be done in a second.
make a... you want to give me a command with a bonus die for using the fucking...
Alright, now how do I do this on the Roll20 thing?
I think you
click
just
on the
you
skill.
just click the little guy.
Click
And then
command?
move your sheet over, and you'll see
Yeah,
the
you
thing.
click
behind it.
command.
Okay, decision is...
I would say this is risky and great effect.
Risky and great.
With one bonus.
With a
die.
bonus die from the scary sword.
Holy shit!
Hey.
Alright. So you pull out the blade and he sees that and you just see Boop. And he just says, well, about time to hit the old dusty trail. And he stands up and sort of brushes off his pants and he just says, if you'll excuse me, he's trying to walk past you.
Oh, go ahead.
Alright, go on then.
He just hurries by to off onto the dock.
Little does he
Alright.
know he has the drop.
Let's start getting...
We look. Are there boards missing already?
The board is like halfway pulled up. There's some nails loose.
So he hasn't even finished pulling up a single board.
No, he was real early in the process when you caught him.
This be good for Bloodbeard. Alright.
Well,
we
let's
start
hurry up
talking-
before his gang comes.
Yeah, we rip up the one that the note said.
Yes. I will wreck and tear.
I will
Alright.
also wreck.
Well, this would be an assist then, would be our first one to do that.
All right, Mr. White.
How does that work again?
Take
I
that
have no
stress.
idea.
One stress only. Just one stress.
Is it one stress?
Yeah, one stress to give another player 1d.
Wait,
Okay,
can I
so-
assist him or can I do it like separately?
You can't both do it.
Okay, that's
So
right.
one
I
of
mean,
you,
there is-
one of you,
they're all-
who wants to be the assister?
There is slightly a bit more than you
Well, do
can.
we need an assist? Because I
If you
can
don't, if
wreck.
you don't want to do an assister, you don't have to.
I'll let him do it.
I'll get
You
out
set
my
someone up.
Wait,
I'll get out
what
my-
is your wreck? Is it 2?
Yes, and I'll get
Oh,
out my
yeah, then-
fine wrecking tools.
Oh,
Okay.
shit.
I'll get
Yeah.
out my Sparkcraft enhanced crowbar.
It's got like a little engine on it for some reason.
Yeah, I rip it on like a lawnmower.
Why a crowbar be needing an engine?
You can always improve on designs.
It just be vibrating very violently. That's all it'd be doing.
It helps. It gives me the confidence to rip and tear.
Aye, that'd be understandable. Go ahead.
So are you giving him a bonus die, or are you just watching?
I'll give him a bonus die anyway.
Okay, so give yourself a stress then.
Alright, cool.
What position is this?
Don't be afraid of stress. Stress is like
I'd s-
mana.
Yeah, I'd say this is controlled and standard.
Okay, and I'm using fine, which means it's a higher effect.
Yeah, so it'd be great effect then.
Okay, there we go.
All right, you just put it under there, and the whole board just sort of like vibrates from the engine crowbar, and then it just like launches upwards. It just sails out the window and lands in the water outside.
Thank God Bloodbeard be opening up the windows before you start that.
We fucking pass out.
The fucking area is full of smoke.
Bloodbeard be feeling tired. He gonna sit down now. Too much methane.
I hope the package wasn't tied to the bottom of that plank. That'd be a shame.
Bloodbeard don't like swimming. He know how to, but he's not big fan.
You don't not big fan.
Somebody said, fuck off.
Alright. Is the package there?
Bloodbeard moonlight as caveman.
There is
Fuck
a
off.
small, there's like a long, sort of thin crate. It almost looks like it could hold like a firearm or a sword or something, but it's like about that shape. I'm not saying it holds that, but it's that
Yeah.
shape. You know what I mean?
Thin rectangular.
Yeah.
Oh,
Does it
man,
look
it's-
open?
It's got the symbol on it.
oh, well, then that's fucking it. We don't even need to.
Hold on. Is it openable?
It is openable.
Let's make sure it's actually in
Don't
there.
open up the fucking product.
But what? How? All right. Fine.
It'd be like, I bet you fucking tasted it or something.
Did you lick my stuff?
Did you lick my gun?
Maybe.
Maybe. as yes.
gun?
Who licked my gun?
Who licked Sasha? All right.
Oh no. All right. Well, let's get to the boat and the other boat, not this one, but this is a good secondary boat.
It's falling apart.
Yes. Well, I mean, we got that one plank in the other one. Maybe it came from this boat.
Perhaps, maybe. All right, let's head out.
Okay.
All right. As you guys climb back out of the boat, you step onto the dock, and you can see that watch boat that you saw before is just idling at the end of the dock.
Ah, shit.
And you can see there's that guy who talked to you before
Oh.
is
Should've killed him.
standing at the end of the little gangplank. You guys are just sort of like on the deck of the ship on the opposite side of the gangplank from the dock, and he's standing there on the dock and he says, "Hey, so I'd like to renegotiate our previous discussion." Yeah, so here's the deal. There's a couple of guys hidden around this area who have their sights on you pretty good right about now. And what we'd like is if you'd hand over the merchandise to us.
Bloodbeard not be in the mood for negotiating.
Well, frankly, neither am I, but, you know, we gotta get paid. So, why don't we make this easy and you hand over the stuff so that we don't have to make this messy.
And who do you work for?
That was Nick taking a drink, sorry. I represent the interests of a outfit who like to smuggle now and again.
Well,
Who do you work for?
That'd be none of your business.
Well, then I guess we're at an impasse.
I mean, you tell us what you got going on, and we'll tell you what
I don't
we
think
got
I
going
don't
on.
think you will. I don't think you'll hold up that end of the bargain.
We might. We.
I think that you're trying to trick me.
We are.
yeah.
I gotta be honest.
Bloodbeard
On
not
some
being in the
level,
mood
I
for
appreciate
lying.
your forthrightness.
Bloodbeard be a lot of things. A liar not be one of them.
How sturdy does this boat look? Their boat.
The little watch boat.
Yes. What is it made out of? Wood?
It's made out of like it looks to have like a metal hull. So.
Damn.
It looks like a blue coat boat, but there's no
It's
blue
not.
coats driving it. You'd think it may have been obtained by spurious means.
That's a nice boat.
Do we see any of the other people like that he's referencing around?
If you want to make a survey, you can try to take a peek.
How the fuck do I do that when I have no points in survey?
You do disadvantage.
Yeah, basically,
It'll-
it does
it'll
it for
auto-
you essentially if you just do it.
So then I position risky.
Position is risky. Effect is honestly, I'm gonna say limited.
Okay. And then no bonus die.
Yeah.
Or minus.
Unless you want
I'll-
to push yourself or something.
I'll assist him.
Okay, so you
I'll
take a
look
stress
around.
and you can take a bonus die.
Hell yeah. Alright, cool.
Which means it'll. Oh!
I don't see shit.
Dang.
Holy shit.
So you like look around like, huh? And then you hear
I
this.
better not be leaving.
You hear this. And there's just a swoosh, like in the water next to you, and he says, "That's the warning shot." You don't know where the shot came from. And he steps forward and he says, "Let's make this easy, gentlemen. My friends are probably getting a little bit tired. We'd like to get home, you know, get to bed for the night with some money in our pockets."
Aye, Blackbeard be tired too.
Oh.
You know, it's a good thing that we sort of like, you know, as you were like digging through the entire ship, that I set up all these explosives, like around the dock where this guy is. Can I use the fucking like flashback mechanic to fucking blow him up?
You wanna use the flashback explosive to have laid explosives all over the pier?
Yeah.
I do like this idea.
It's always a fun one.
It's a very good idea.
I can't wait to. I'm going to hear the explosion and I'm just going to.
I have been
Oh, we're
the
gonna
one...
take the shit boat instead of our good boat too.
Can I be the one that made the bombs for him?
You can. I was going to ask for a tinker check. So this is going to be a flashback that both of you are dealing. So I'm gonna split. I'm gonna split the stress cost.
Exciting.
I'm gonna
I
say.
bet you're wondering how we got here.
I'm gonna say. Oof. Let's see. This seems kind of extreme, so I feel like this has to be like. I'll say 1 stress for Dr. Kilowatt, and I'll say 2 stress for Bloodbeard.
Alright.
Okay, so let's see. And you laid this shit like as you guys like approached up the pier, basically.
Yeah, well, no, like as he was like digging for shit, I was like, "Hey, hand me your fucking bombs. I'm gonna go do something crazy."
Just slap them under the pier, like
Yeah, like
C4
you know, like
packs.
where this guy is standing right now, there are bombs right underneath him.
Okay, sure. All right. I mean, he had walked out to the pier, so while he was digging around in the boat, like getting the thing out with the crowbar.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, all right. First of all, let's have the tinker check to see how well the bombs are made.
Oh Christ.
All right.
So this is coming from you.
From me?
Yeah. You can
Okay.
push yourself. You can take a devil's bargain.
I'm good with what I'm gonna
Okay.
use my fine tinkering tools. Well, I mean, well, yeah. And then
That'll increase the effect.
what position?
What position?
The bombs that I would have made beforehand.
Yeah, like you would have made them on the fucking base.
If you made them in the base, I'm just gonna say controlled.
All right. Effect.
Effect
What
is gonna
effect?
be great.
All right.
Actually, no, it's risky. It's still gonna be risky because it's dependent on like. This is gonna see how they perform when they go off.
In relation to
Yeah.
him and us.
Yeah,
and-
yeah.
okay.
So
But
we'll say risky.
Great.
Oh, Lord.
Risky, great.
No bonus die.
No.
I'll push myself.
Or you could just take standard effect and get the bonus die. I think. No, I think quality
Oh.
just improves effect.
Yeah, quality improves effect.
Yeah,
but
okay, so you can
reduce
push
effect
yourself, yeah.
yourself to...
You can
Oh,
push
okay.
yourself.
I will push myself with this 2 stress. Wait. Did I have a gamble? I have 4 or 3 now. Put 4 here. I took one from the flashback. Did I take one before that? Yeah, I did. Yeah, the assist. Never mind.
Holy shit!
All right, very
Nice.
good. So You're pretty sure you built these fucking bombs to perfect specification. This feels like good work. And when you handed them over to Bloodbeard, you know you were holding some fucking primo merchandise.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, Bloodbeard, since you said you were doing this, like, while he was on the boat, because this guy walked back out to the docks and was, like, presumably getting the rest of his crew, I'm gonna say... This is gonna be a prowl roll to do it stealthily.
Alright, cool.
Okay,
I'm also
that's-
gonna push myself, and that means I just take 1 additional stress.
I think it's,
Two.
yeah, it's just 1.
Oh wait.
Or is it 2?
Pushing is 2, I think. Unless
It's 2,
there's a
it's
special
2.
Thing.
Alright, okay, cool. So then its position is risky, right?
Risky and then standard, yeah.
Unless we got some.
I mean, I have
something.
1 prowl. Or
Okay.
yeah, we're doing prowl, right?
Yeah.
That's
So
prowl,
that's
yeah.
I have 1 prowl.
So risky, standard.
You'll get a
one
bonus die from the push, though.
So then I get 2 bonus die.
No, just 1 bonus die, and then it'll give you 2 die in the roll.
Okay.
So just say 1 bonus die.
Yeah, just click 1 bonus die
All right.
in the thing.
Okay.
Oh, all right.
Okay. This is going very well, gentlemen.
I was gonna do this more stealthily, but the explosions work.
Blackbeard know how to operate on a ship. Even if half of it be gone.
Or more.
Probably more.
Alright, so. You're pretty sure you laid them effectively, and nobody saw you, but. However. Well, we'll see. So.
And then you start thinking back, and you're like,
and then
"Man, I drank a
and then
lot
we
of grog."
pan back to the current scenario where he's standing there like, you got a couple of seconds to decide, friend.
I flip the fucking trigger, I blow it.
He says, hey, what's that?
What do you have in
The
your hand?
entire dock just boom bursts into flames. There is this thunderous crash as debris just starts to rain from the sky. Because
Don't be
because
fucking
of
with
where
blood,
you
dude.
placed one of the bombs, however, a little bit of shrapnel just hurtles back out towards you.
Bloodbeard fucking takes it like a champ. He loves that shit.
You're not even gonna resist?
No.
Like a champ.
Okay. You take level 2 harm shrapnel in the arm. The good arm.
Which arm?
oh no!
You can't get splinters in your other arm. It's already made of splinters.
Yeah.
You get splinters from your wooden arm into your other arm.
So you've got some shrapnel in there. And as that guy just disappears in flames, and you
Bloodbeard
hear
thinks
like
it's really funny.
you hear shouting through the smoke. Those guys can't see you to take a shot at you, but the dock, the part that you were going to climb up onto, is not there anymore, and the gangplank is gone. You're just sort of stuck on this busted boat now.
Can I fucking... How small is the Dr. Kilowatt?
I'm
Like, what's your size? Like, how tall are you? How thick are you?
I'm a skinnier man.
I'm gonna fucking chuck him across the dock.
Oh,
Okay.
is the other boat still there?
Is the other
No,
boat
like-
still there? It's still there, but you haven't actually. You know what? I'm gonna say, because this was so surprising, you saw a guy like pop up on the boat like with a gun, like whoa. So you saw at least one guy on the boat.
So then, do you want to be thrown?
Well, we could try. It's made of metal, so idea. I throw a grenade first,
Oh my god!
my God.
This work.
and then we go.
I
All right, so I take my bandolier.
Also,
and
the
I
boat
grab-
you're on is sinking.
Yes. So I grab a grenade with a short fuse because I need it to sort of pop off as soon as it gets over there. And I chuck it at the man that I saw pop up in surprise on the other boat.
Okay. I'm going to say that because you're surrounded by smoke on a sinking ship trying to chuck this at a boat over there, I'm going to say this is desperate. And we'll say standard effect.
What skill is this? Is this wreck?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I feel like that is right.
Feels like wreck, right?
Yeah.
Feels like wreck. Yeah, this is wreck.
All right.
And you gotta mark at that, right?
Desperate. What effect?
Standard.
Okay. Oh wait. Are grenades? Are they spark crafts? Because I get +1 result for spark craft.
Oh, is that something you have?
Yeah, that's the artificer thing.
Oh, that's when you invent or craft a creation with spark craft features.
Okay. Okay, so standard. I will push my. Wait. Was it standard? Oh. Desperate.
Wait, where the hell did you get a grenade?
From my bandolier.
Oh, your bandolier of alchemicals. So it's like a little a vial of like condensed electroplasm that's gonna blast like.
It says it's a grenade. I don't know how.
I gotta hang out.
It's a shrapnel grenade. I think.
Is that what it says?
It just says grenade right there. Like.
I was looking at your sheet, is why.
Yeah. So.
Oh, I see it now. I see it. Okay, fine, sure. Grenade.
A fan wiki says it's a sparkcraft small explosive charged with a short fuse that is.
Gotcha. All right, so sure. So it's desperate, standard,
and I will push.
Okay, you guys are taking a lot of stress.
Yeah.
You guys have chosen the loudest and most aggressive possible way to deal with this.
I told you. All right, let's see how I fuck this up.
We're
gonna do great.
5.
5. Okay. So. Woo!
I do not know what that means.
You hurl it, and it sails through the air and lands. And the guy says, "Hey, what's the ah?" You hear this explosion, and then you just see like a chunk of the boat just hurtling towards which just punctures a hole in the boat you're in, and the boat just sinks fast. You guys are like waist deep in water almost immediately as this thing is just sinking hard. You're like, oh!
Alright, this not be good.
Nice.
Alright, so what's around us now?
Well, you're waist deep in water, as the little boat is just like
gone.
The little boat is not gone. You're still technically standing on it, but it's almost all the way underwater at this point. The dock is like the parts of the dock that aren't destroyed are maybe like 10 feet to your left. And you're just starting to sink into the ink black water.
Okay. How much stress is a flashback?
It depends on what it is, yeah.
Okay. And the dock is completely, or the pier dock, whatever, is pretty much gone. The other boat
the
gone.
part that you would have walked to. There's more of it, but it's a little farther away because you put a bunch of fucking explosives under it.
Okay.
So there's
Sure did.
Oh man. All right. Well.
Just swim.
Swim to where?
Somewhere.
To the boat?
Not to, maybe to our boat if you can make it that far. I was thinking like, shit, that's the wrong button. Go this way.
Or, all right. Yeah. Let's. How does stress work? What happens when you hit the cap of stress?
Mark trauma.
new
Is that what
new
happens when you hit
clock.
the cap of stress?
I always
Okay.
love new clock.
New clock, new me.
Hi, I'm Hole in the Dock. I'm the new clock.
Yes.
That was a good one.
Also, I'm gonna start another clock.
Yes, more.
Come on.
I'm not gonna have a watch.
Is it for the guards?
I'm gonna start another
The
clock.
entire fucking city was like, what the fuck was that?
I'm gonna start 2 more clocks,
Oh no!
Oh no! Stop giving him ideas.
This is our first time.
which is
Clocks. Sail.
This is what happens when everyone goes loud.
It's great, isn't it?
I love how fucking different, like, we started off, we just shot someone.
here's the guards arrive, and also
Third one, a fucking bomb.
the guards arrive, 2 ticks, and this one, the boat fucking sinks with 3 ticks already in.
All right. Water is fine to swim in, right? Okay.
It's not toxic.
Yeah. Well, then
Just watch out for the beings.
Beings.
the
The beings.
just watch out for that whole thing.
Beings from Ebb, they're back. They're here.
Watch out for those beans. All right. Well,
Yeah, just fucking swim.
This
bro.
really is quite a dramatic escalation.
I thought the fucking
Each group has gone louder and louder.
Yeah, because we were
I
getting
thought
bored.
the difficulty was the other way around.
I mean,
Let's put
I'm
us up like this again. This was so.
Everybody
content.
keeps choosing the options to murder everyone.
Because we want to be fast. We want to be.
you
I
should have
can't
expected it from the first group. I didn't expect it from the second two.
Wait, if I had fucking drinking the silence and they put off a bomb, would that have been like...
It would have been a silent bomb. Still would
As
have
soon as I
killed.
read the silent vial in the book, I was like, just imagining, hey, can you take this? Yeah. Shoots him.
Ah, what a delicious.
I fucking... Oh, I love this thing.
Alright, what are you guys doing?
Swim, boy, swim.
All right. I'm not good at swimming, but I guess I'm gonna try and swim.
Alright.
There's no stat for swim.
There
I
it is.
think this might just be a straight prowess.
Oh, is it?
I think I could do that. Can I do that?
I
Well,
thought it was
how
like
far is
I
it
thought it was
from-
only like resistance, wasn't it?
Is
Oh,
resist-
the
is there something?
prowl.
Is there something for drowning?
There's prowl about unseen and traverse obstacles, climb, swim.
Oh
run,
yeah,
jump.
prowl. It would be prowl then.
Yeah.
Alright.
It's
So both of you guys do prowl.
Okay, I'm gonna. Alright.
And what position is this?
Desperate.
Oh,
Come on,
These
you
guys
had
are
to know
getting all
that.
the XP.
I know.
they are getting
Yeah,
so.
I don't know how the XP thing works, so
We'll figure it out.
I'm going
It's
to
at-
get
it's at
the
the end.
death die.
Okay, what's the effect?
Effect is going to be. I'll say standard. You know what? I'll be kind.
Alright, so
Right.
you do yours first, and then I'll do
Alright,
mine.
bye. Here we go.
Alright, King, we got this. Oh shit.
A 3.
Oh
No
man!
bonus die, okay.
If only you had at least one of them.
All right. So,
Oh no!
Bloodbeard, you managed to clear the you managed to clear the boat, but you you get your fucking like leg caught partially, and you're just sort of like forcing your way out. You wrench your way back out, and you're like, oh fuck, and you can add level 2 harm, twisted ankle.
All right, Mr. White.
Gotta fucking take this rage essence vial to just fucking Hulk my way back.
So you now have -1 die to things that you do. But you're able to sort of get to a shore spot if you so choose. However, Dr. Kilowatt, your leg is caught, and you just get pulled completely under.
Oh no!
So,
and you are now
hold on.
sinking with the boat, which,
Hold
let
on,
me
hold on.
just finish this clock.
I got this.
The boat sank.
How much stress do you get from flashbacks?
It depends on what it is.
Yeah, it
I-
depends on
So,
like
like,
how
If I
convoluted
tied
it
a
is.
rope to him, to me, like, so when I'm swimming, I'm dragging him along. Would that be?
Well,
Is that a good idea?
We'll see.
so.
Are you the
Nick,
buoy or are you the anchor?
I'm the buoy, baby.
He's floating, I'm not. But
Yeah, but you're attached to a boat. That means he's attached.
By the
to
way,
it.
who's hanging on to the long wooden crate?
I suppose he was.
that would be. I was the one ripping and tearing. So yeah.
Okay, so it's like, it's strapped to your back as you're sinking.
Alright. I will, assuming this is correct, the drift oil says it creates buoyancy when poured on an object.
Holy shit!
Woo!
Oh my god!
So I will douse myself in that and the boat if possible.
Wait, what's that? What is he doing?
God.
Is it-
Oh,
he has a thing that is like buoyancy oil.
what the fuck?
so that I don't sink.
So like, leeches are rad and they get extra. They get extra inventory space for Batman gear.
Oh man. Oh
But you guys get
jeez.
cool shit. I just get like
Oh my god! I feel like we should do this fucking like pair up every time because Bloodbeard's able to do stupid shit, and then you just like no. But here's how it works.
He can tinker your
So
bombs while
this is still a desperate situation, but I'll say it has great effect.
Okay, what would that be what check or roll would that be?
I'll even give you a you know what?
Could
I'll
just
say
have
this
it
is-
happen.
I'll say this is. Let's just say.
Hmm?
Just let it happen. Don't. He doesn't even have to roll for it.
I don't know. It's a thing and I don't know.
the fuck is fine loaded dice a trick?
oh,
I'm looking at your stuff like, what the fuck is that?
I'm not really sure.
What would you do with fine loaded dice?
Let's just do a tinker. Let's just do a tinker.
You had cheated a game.
Alright.
Yeah,
I
you
s-
cheat at games.
I suppose so.
So what position is this?
It's still desperate, but
Okay.
it's
Fucking
great effect, and I'll give you
sword.
I'll give you a bonus die because this is like a magical thing that is supposed to make you float.
Alright.
Okay. So you
Go.
sort of like desperately like break it and like smear the oil on yourself and partially on the boat. The part that was holding your leg just starts to like bob in place very slightly while the rest of it is starting to like angle downwards like the Titanic. And with that you're able to sort of free your foot and just Bloodbeard, you just see him bob to the surface next to you.
I fucking rush over and grab him, and fucking like swim super fast to our boat.
Okay, so you maybe don't want to swim the whole way, but
We'll get to
Well,
the
yeah,
next
not
dock.
not the whole way.
We'll get to the next dock and then just run on land.
you you clamber up and you start running back towards your boat. And that's the docks. So, you guys are able to successfully get to your boat. The guards eventually obviously arrive at that spot, but
Everyone's fucking dead.
there's not much to
No.
see.
Well, there's a lot to see, but also nothing
Yeah.
nothing to tell.
You get the boat, and you sail downstream. Explosion and Paparazzi reach the bridge. Gorgon and Mondo reach the bridge. And as you guys sort of meet each other at the bridge here in the late evening, you can see the beautiful figurehead of the Bronson mackerel drifting into view through the darkness underneath the bridge.
Okay.
Well.
I'm going to put my package over the edge.
Okay. Just drop.
Oh, hit me head.
Yarr!
Arr, you fucking dropped it on my head, you blimey cunt.
Mondo and Gorgon?
We arrive. I suppose we can just get onto the boat, right?
It's sort of drifting underneath the bridge below you. Paparazzi just dropped his package into the boat.
I think you're supposed to get on the boat too.
Yeah, get on the boat. What are you doing?
We jump over onto it.
How far of a fall is that?
Okay.
It's like 20
I'm not
feet.
doing that. I'm not catching them.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I'm
20
just
feet,
gonna
huh?
drop the thing and we can meet up later down the
Yeah,
stream.
we'll meet up later. We'll see you guys later.
What a shame.
I'm gonna drop the drugs, definitely, so none of us have drugs as we're walking through the rest of the town.
Or whatever it is.
Whatever
It might be baby whales.
Maybe a baby.
It might be a baby, a big
Oh
baby.
no, we're doing the girl in the box plot.
Yeah.
Well, I dropped the letter onto the boat.
Alright, it just sort of sways down and just lands gently on the deck.
Good thing the wind not be blowing too
I go
hard.
grab that in the sack and put it all together comfortably in like the I don't know, like do we have a stash spot on our boat?
You have it's a smuggling boat, so I imagine you probably have somewhere to stow something away if you need to.
Then I will put those 3 objects there.
Okay. So you just sort of stow them, and the boat drifts down out of sight. What do the rest of you guys do up back on the bridge?
I say we split up and not draw attention.
I'm gonna split up and gonna meet at the final drop place.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys start making your way in the direction of Char Hollow separately. You guys, on the boat, on the Mackerel, Bloodbeard, and Kilowatt, who, by the way, both of you guys are fucked up looking.
I'm sure we
What do you
are.
mean?
How
I don't have
rude.
any injuries.
You're soaked completely through and like fucking.
How fucking stressed are you guys right now?
I'm pretty stressed right now.
I got 6.
Let's see how much I got. I got
Not
1, 2,
bad.
3, 4, 5. I got 5.
I mean,
And
this was better.
I'm at 0.
You
Yeah, it's because we did the cool shit, dog.
you wind your way around the.
I chased a ghost away. Come on. It was
Yeah.
cool.
Boo! I scared a ghost away. We fucking blew up a fucking dock. Are you kidding me?
I can't wait for you to meet a ghost and then say that.
I want to fucking like put a ghost in the camel clutch.
Ghost.
They're
I'm gonna
having an
put the
argument
ghost in
over
the
a tin
camel
can and string. You guys round around, sort of swing around the foot of Char Hollow there, drifting up towards the boat that is supposed to be waiting. And indeed, you begin to pull into sight of it, where you can see a simple, sort of unassuming boat. It's very small, looks like it could maybe crew maybe 2 people. And there's just a black flag flying from the mast.
There it is.
I-
Big Apple.
Ah,
Big apple, baby, we're here.
I don't see a big apple.
I don't either.
it's right there.
Where? I don't see it.
All right.
Yeah, I don't
Right
know.
over there. You have survey. Come on.
I don't see it, mate.
I don't have survey.
So you pull up to the side of the boat, and you see a man come into view from beneath the deck. This sort of huge, burly-looking fellow. He's oh boy. He's I got loud all of a sudden.
Yeah.
He's sort of this enormous, like, muscular fellow, completely bald, with like this sort of, it looks like acid scarring down part of his face that's sort of caused the right side of his face to sort of bubble. And one of his hands, you can see he holds close to his chest because it's been like gnarled by some sort of weird acid damage. And
fucked up he arm.
fucked up he arm. And he
Didn't he get a new one?
he sort of steps up and says, "You're the skeleton crew."
Aye.
Yeah.
You have the stuff.
Aye.
Did we ever?
You're not with us.
Well, no, everybody got back on, didn't they?
Did we all meet up?
In Char Hollow?
We all met up, did we not?
Yeah, we'll say you picked them up on like different spots along the route. Let's
I
say.
thought we all met. I thought the whole point was we all met up.
Yeah, because I don't want to get jumped at the end.
Yeah, no, like
Yeah.
you
That's right.
as you guys
Continue.
rounded the corner, you guys just met at a couple of different points along the river.
Yeah.
Yes, I go to this stash spot.
All 3 packages.
Give him the stuff.
Yes,
Give.
we give.
And takes it, sort of, with his good arm, and he sort of looks over it. Sets down each piece individually. Everything looks in order.
All right.
I am Derrit. I represent the grinders.
It's a neat name.
This could be beginning of good business partnership between us.
I hope so.
Yeah.
He sort of looks over you guys. Are any of you Skovlander?
What's up?
He looks over at you and he says, "Good. It is good to know that we have blood ties with business partners."
Hey.
He sort of picks up the stuff and sort of... you can see there's somebody below deck, but you can't quite make them out who's taking the packages and bringing them below. He's just sort of handing them over. And he looks back and says, "Payment." And he looks down and he says, "Doc, bring payment."
Who, me?
He looks
Yes,
over
you.
confused.
See, his name is also.
"No, we have doctor."
I'm a doctor.
You do not look like
Bloodbeard's eyes
doctor.
narrow.
He's a special
There are a
doctor.
few doctors, I think,
No,
in general.
no. There be only one.
Not the kind of.
You see a hand extend and hand out like a little sort of a satchel. Bloodbeard, there's a very familiar ring on the middle finger of that hand as it hands over the satchel.
Bloodbeard, like, his eyes get wide for like a split second, but they instantly get normal again. He keeps this information close.
And he takes the satchel. He says, "I hope this will be beginning of fruitful partnership." And he tosses the satchel over to your boat.
Catch it.
Now away from this place.
We fucking scoot off.
We look forward to hearing from you. Like,
Yeah.
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 Skedaddle, boys.
Well,
Have a great
Break.
time.
Have a great time. I love you.
All right. And you guys sail back with the prize from your score.
oh boy.
I'd
let's-
imagine that because we all generated a decent amount of heat, can we like
We'll park the boat.
go
further
somewhere
away.
else for a while, like this way, I suppose, for a good amount of time, and then like
I mean, nobody knows where your lair is.
Yeah, we don't want to bring the
Presumably.
heat boat back.
yeah,
Oh, you want to
Like,
like
just for a little bit.
just like make the long way around before you come back.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
fine, sure. You take some time, but eventually you make your way back to your lair.
Well,
Yeah, we got nothing to hide now.
I suppose we should all keep apprised of what's going on. We might be getting something of a reputation with the sashes.
Why is that?
I fried
Why is
one of
that?
them in,
Oh, that sounds awesome.
so keep your eyes open.
Just one of
Kilowatt.
them?
Who did we kill?
I'm not too sure.
I forgot what he said.
I shot 2 bill hooks. I believe one is dead.
Wonderful to
But-
hear.
Me and
But
Kilowatt
we were already planning on
Right.
pissing bill hooks,
Yeah.
so everything is fine.
Yeah, we're not going
We-
to get anywhere if we're always bowing down and paying coin. Got to stake our claim, make a message. I think you've done a great job. Hope we kill more people.
Should we have left a message at the blown up dock then?
Yeah, me and Kilowatt sort of got into a wee bit of trouble.
With
We
who?
blew up a dock.
We were not really sure. He said his name and who he was with, but to be honest,
He didn't specify.
we didn't give a shit. Oh no, he didn't. He didn't.
Wait,
did it?
wait, wait.
He
When you
was
say a dock, do you
mysterious.
mean the entire fucking thing?
You
We
No,
blew
just
up
one.
one. One of them.
Alright.
I wish
It
I
was
could
just
have
one.
been there.
Oh,
Didn't you hear it? It was very loud.
Fucking,
blew up
I suppose
everyone.
it's getting hot and bothered.
Sirs, I didn't hear anything.
can't say I did. Maybe maybe the other explosion.
A bottle of silence.
Ah.
I just
All
had
right,
it with me.
well, Kilowatt. I tell you what. Next time we do something like this, we gotta make it louder.
Alright. I'll bring more bombs.
Guys,
All right, it sounds good.
I make a note. Make more bombs.
Make them louder.
Okay.
Make them bigger.
Let's do let's do the
Maybe
let's do the
electrical bomb?
let's do
Question
the
mark?
immediate
Aye.
post score stuff.
I need to get away
Alright.
from you lot.
All right, let's do the score stuff now.
And then
Our first stage of downtime as you guys retreat back to your places. Payoff. So, for this,
One coin.
your payment is 6 coin with an additional 1 coin from the guy that explosion looted.
yeah.
So 7
so yeah.
coin total.
Hot dog.
To the crew sheet.
Yeah.
You get 2 rep.
Now, is that including our bonus from leverage?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
when we
what does
get-
leverage do again?
When
1
we
plus
gain
rep
rep,
when
we
you
get
gain rep.
one more.
So 3 rep.
3 rep on the crew sheet. 7
Holy
coin. We only
shit.
have 4 coin boxes. What does that mean?
we gotta
um,
put it in our own stashes.
Anything over your vault, which currently holds 4, has to be distributed among you to your personal stashes.
Alright, so
I'm,
that's.
I'm marking coin at 4, and we have 4 left over.
Yeah,
we
we
wanna
got 7
give
total,
this-
right?
Yeah.
You got 7
yeah.
total, so you got 4 to distribute amongst yourselves.
Well, we could each take like half a coin to go drug it up.
It's not really how it works.
I don't think we can take half.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know.
Unless you want to divvy up 6.
Or we could-
Unless
or
you
we
want to
could
divvy up 1 for each of you and put 1 coin in your vault.
Yeah.
That's
I'd like to have something
Fine
in
by
my
me.
pocket.
I'm here for the money. Money, 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 money.
everyone add 1 coin to their purse.
Oh hell yeah!
So like everyone started out with 1, right?
No, everybody's
No.
the crew started off with 1.
Yeah,
Who has
but-
1?
we
so
started
then
with
everyone-
0.
Oh, we start with 0.
Yeah.
So now we have 1 coin
Okay.
personally and 2 coin crew.
Cool.
We got something now. We're moving on up.
Moving on up.
So many fun-
Now we gotta do heat.
Oh
Oh,
boy.
and
Forget about it.
Ooh.
So, oof. I'm gonna say
We all got pretty wild there.
Blew up a
Got a
dock.
bit kooky.
this is gonna be
bit crazy.
6 heat.
Seems like a lot, dog.
Loud and chaotic is 4 heat, and then a +2 heat for significant death.
Yeah.
What the fuck? We get
6
punished
out
for
of
that?
9.
You get wanted if you go over 9 heat.
Yeah.
So we should do things that reduce heat.
How
Yeah.
do we do
Downtime.
that?
Okay, I want to say, I would very much like
as we start making claims, to move towards that cover operation claim.
Yeah.
Minus 2
that
heat per
seems-
score.
Oh my
that
god, that's
seems
so
like a
good.
good idea.
I mean, we, as out of character personal group, are good at one kind of job.
And that's
Yeah.
Smash and
loud.
grab!
Loud and chaotic.
Yeah.
Smash and grab!
It's loud and chaotic, while Mia Tryhard's character fixes the problem behind the scenes.
Help.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I'm gonna be having to do some of that too.
How much was it? Crew advancement? Okay, XP. Let's see. We did execute a successful smuggling.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, how the hell does XP
So that's a
work?
1 mark.
All right,
Yeah, yeah.
XP. Let's deal with that, eh?
We're doing the look at the crew.
So let's do the crew one first, I guess.
Yes.
You executed a successful thing. You contended with. You definitely started to develop your reputation, so I'd give yourself a ribbon there.
Yeah.
And would you say that this expresses the goals, drives, inner conflict, or essential nature of the crew?
I think the essential nature.
100%, dog.
Anytime it's a
And I would
smash and grab.
Yeah. So 3. There we go.
We're the scouts crew.
Hey, our fucking crew is known to be daring, and I
I suppose that's accurate.
I'll be
Daring,
damned
aren't
if what
we?
we
Yeah,
did wasn't daring. So we gained a rep for that.
We gotta be ballsy.
We gained 3 rep.
You gain 3x. You got a bunch of XP for that.
Yeah.
And then you guys can probably figure out your own XPs.
I don't know. No.
I
You're
have no
gonna
idea.
have to go over that.
Okay.
Alright, well, if you rolled a desperate action, you get 1 XP in that attribute.
Which Sovi did 2 desperate actions and Nick did 1
Is it
desperate
if you
action.
pass them or just if you roll them?
If you rolled them.
Okay, let's.
Wait, were we
I
the
got-
only people who did desperate?
Yeah, that's the
Yeah,
only time it ever got desperate.
We got real close to the edge.
Yeah, you
Okay, so I
flirted
did-
with death there.
1 wreck. Oh, we did a prowl. We did a desperate prowl. And okay, so I got 1 insight, 2 prowess.
So wait, I gain like 1 ribbon on prowess.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then I think
Okay.
that might have been it.
Suppose so.
I think I did both of these twice, so that should be 4.
Wait, what?
Nothing with my vice yet, though. I'm marking my XP.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
Why did you take?
Get 1 prowess, and I get 2 prowess, 1 insight
Why did you give yourself an insight?
for the tinker thing to get.
Oh
the-
right, you did a desperate tanker. You only did 1 desperate prowess though, I thought.
I did the prowl and the wreck.
Those weren't desperate. One of them was desperate.
Why did I label it desperate?
both are.
I thought the desperate was what was the wreck?
The grenade toss.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, okay, never mind. I forgot about that.
And then it was the swimming. And
I
then
forgot
it was
about
the oil.
I forgot about that.
I don't know what these roles were exactly. All I know is
You
it's
can
a
check
Should
it.
we, should we start labeling them so if Nick calls our bluff, we can be like, no, fuck you. This
Can we
is
label
exactly
them?
what happened.
I mean, you
Well,
could put them in
rolls are
notes or
auto.
something.
The rolls are labeled in the Roll20. You can just go through the chat.
Yes,
Yeah,
but like
but
Nick
that's
was
a lot of
asking.
scrolling.
But it doesn't tell us the context.
And then you can mark XP if in your playbook if you personally believe that one of those 3 things happened. Actually, that'll happen at the end of the session, so let's do that at the end.
I suppose
So
you're right.
we don't gain experience for this?
the playbook.
You
We'll
will
do the
later.
playbook experience at the very end of the session.
Yeah.
Playbook is your character sheet.
Yeah.
Okay.
So 6 heat, 7 coin, and now let's roll entanglements.
Oh, right.
I don't know. I don't remember what that is.
So basically, entanglements is something is always going to go wrong. So this is something happens during the start of your downtime that is unfortunate.
And it's equal to our heat level.
Yeah. So roll the number of
no,
dice
up the
equal to their
dots.
wanted level. So just 2. So I'll do 2 and take the lower.
I'm not liking the looks of
Okay.
these fellas.
Okay.
It'll be fine. What's the worst that can we get killed? We get arrested?
I'm not sure.
It'll be at least 2 or 3 sessions before one of us gets arrested.
Are you
So-
sure?
Bloodbeard be going to jail now.
Bloodbeard be serving his time.
All right. I want everybody to how do I do this? Hold up.
Bloodbeard be making license plates.
Bloodbeard put the curse words on the plates.
Bloodbeard put the number 6 and 9 right next to each other. It be the sex number.
This be
Bloodbeard be
Bloodbeard's
scratching
struggle.
penises onto the underside.
All right. I need everybody to make a fortune roll.
Oh,
So just everybody give me like 1 dice fortune roll.
Alright. Where's the
What is that?
I want to click the
Oh,
button.
What do I click it?
Below
Oh
your
shit! It
content.
looks fancy.
Roll
It
fortune.
does look fancy, doesn't it?
Here I go.
Wait, where?
Notes.
Where is it? Am I
It's below the shady friends.
Oh, I see.
Oh yes.
How many dice?
Oh fuck, guys, this chaos.
How many dice?
Wait, why does
It's
yours
just-
have disadvantage?
Yeah, why'd you do disadvantage?
Because I rolled fortune, it just did that.
How many number of dice? Just one.
Yeah, just standard.
So
Zero.
0 or
Oh,
1.
okay, I missed that. I thought it said bonus die. I'll do it again.
So 0 or 1. 1.
Wait,
Yeah,
no,
one. Just one.
Wait,
Right,
Oh, but that's
die.
a study, but it'll
I got a
do, I
6.
guess.
What does it say?
You just said roll a dice. I didn't see where the fortune tab
Where did
was.
mine go?
roll
I mean, it's
14,
fine. It
die.
doesn't matter. It's the same thing.
I don't know if I rolled mine. Where did it go?
I don't see it. I guess you didn't.
You did not roll it yet.
Oh, okay. I see the nuts.
Oh,
Hey.
Well, looks like Arpo loses.
Oh no.
Oh no.
All right.
But he like
Oh, no.
fucked up the last. Least even.
But what did he lose?
It's thematically appropriate, but the person least in trouble, who should be least in trouble.
He fucking did it.
So, paparazzi.
Hmm?
As you're sort of making your way out of Coleridge the following evening, you know, heading back towards your law offices or whatever, a couple of blue coats sidle up beside you. Say,
Good evening, sir.
hey, heard that there might be trouble afoot and your fingerprints might be all over it. And they just sort of, there's like, you're circled by like 5 of them.
Oh fuck.
Oh, is this about the dog poop?
Oh, I'm afraid it ain't, mate. I'm afraid it ain't. Listen, I'd like to know what's all this then. But if you're not willing to talk, maybe we could let these do the talking. And you just hear the cracking of knuckles.
Oh no.
Oh, I don't like that kind of talking.
This is so fucking sad.
Well, maybe
He-
you could
he's just
grease
kinda
our
quivering.
palms a little bit.
He's just kind of quivering because he's a frail middle-aged man.
Yeah.
What do you need?
Oh, you could give us a little bit of money, or tell us what we want to know. Or maybe we smack you around a little bit.
I have coin. I have.
Do you?
He's reaching into his pocket to pull out his wallet, and he pulls out the equivalent of like whatever an amount of money, a coin amount of money.
This one coin that we just got.
We'll call it. Looks at the thing that it says here. Tugs on shirt collar. 3 coin.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh.
That's what it says here.
Paparazzi's in debt to the police.
Oh.
Or
I
he
don't-
just
I
fucking
don't-
gets beat up.
I don't have that. What do you want to know? I'm sorry.
Well, you could tell us, for
I'm
example.
sorry about the dog poop.
You could tell us what went down at Charter Hall.
Don't you fucking dare.
Well, I was at Charter Hall, and there was these guys, and there was like, you should have seen it. There were 3 guys, and one of them was this big old man with like a bill hook and like some guy and this girl with like a knife showed up and they just started going at it, and I didn't want any part of that. I ran out of there. I think it was a drug bust. I was just trying to get my fix for these shaky hands.
Alright, so if you're doing the tell them something, but you're also... I would say this would be the equivalent of rolling resist against the tell them something with your resolve skill.
God.
To sort of quote-unquote sway them.
So am I rolling resolve?
Essentially, yeah. Okay. So it's 4 stress.
Damn.
Hell yeah.
And they say, Interesting. Alright. Well, me and the boys got some things to talk about back at the place. We might come around here again, mate. See you around. And they just sort of like all stalk off. Because of the resistance, you only gain 1 heat additionally as part of that.
All right.
Wait, what did you say?
We have 7 heat now.
The option to try to tell them something will probably generate heat, but since he resisted to sort of give them bad info or like sort of worm his way around it, you only gain a little bit of heat as they're just suspicious instead of like, oh, that's what occurred.
Oh my fucking god.
Fuck the blue coats.
Fuck
the blue coats.
Fuck the blue coats.
Unbelievable.
So,
Messing with the pattern
Bitches.
here.
Bitches.
Yeah. Yeah.
so that's the entanglement.
Wow. Fucking mean.
Now we can do downtime activities.
Hooray!
Alright, woo!
Drugs.
Yeah, I'm gonna indulge in my vice for a bit. I'm gonna look at the list here. Long-term project. Recover your health. Reduce heat. Train. Drugs. Okay.
Drugs.
We get 2, right?
You get 2, and you can pay 1 coin for an additional.
All dice equal to your lowest.
Okay, where are the
Okay, wait, what do you mean by that?
page or downtime activities on?
It's
Uh,
Your
I see.
lowest attribute, like prowess or
27.
insight, you roll that to see how many stress you take off for your drugs.
Wait, for my lowest insight? Or wait,
Your lowest.
Out of insight, prowess, or resolve, the lowest one, you roll that.
So if you only have 1 tick in, it's the same as the resist. Whatever you have the lowest resistance in, roll that, and that'll be
I
like
don't
that.
understand.
Indulge vice. Actually, maybe it just does it automatically. Let's see.
I think that isn't there a vice
There
button?
is, yes, there is.
If you just use the
It's-
indulge vice,
Is there?
And
How do I
then-
get bonus die for that?
it's based on how many ticks you have.
I don't think you do. I think it's always dangerous.
You can get bonus dice because. Wait, how does this work?
You can't get bonus dice for your vice.
Yeah.
But the only bad thing that happens is if you roll above the stress you have.
Yeah.
Is that how it works?
Yeah. And if you have 6 stress, you can't get a...
What? Okay, so why did it do 2?
Because you
have no dots in your lowest ability.
Yeah.
So you got a
Okay.
3. So you just strike 3 stress off.
So you
Alright,
might
that's
lose
fine.
5.
Okay.
So how do I
I'm
heal?
down to 1.
Your harm,
Yes, how do I get rid of harm?
there's recover action.
Yeah, that's the recovered downtime activity.
Okay,
Do we just get 1 down?
can I do that too?
Was that you doing your vice up there,
2.
Arple?
Yeah.
Okay.
So can I recover and get rid of stress?
You can do both, but that'll be all of your downtime actions unless you want to pay a coin for another one.
I think I might do.
Oh, it also
that.
says you get plus 1d to the roll if you get help from a friend or contact.
Can I go beat up my friend?
You can
to get
also
rid of my,
spend
harm?
coin or you can also spend coin to improve it, or increase the result level by spending coin.
Okay, so can I use my contact to get rid of my additional stress, and then then just recover my
Get
health?
into a fight with old what's her
Marlene,
face, Marlene.
Yeah,
Okay.
Marlene.
Sure. So we'll say this would have been an extra dice. So we'll say just take the 4 then.
Yeah.
Okay, so I take
So you're
So
down
you
to
lose
1
4
stress.
stress.
one stress. Okay.
All right, Nick.
Yeah.
So I want to, during downtime, try to use sway and put some disinformation out there to get some heat off of us.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
And then
so
also
you fuck the
recover.
bill hooks.
you try
but
to sow some confusion and keep the heat off your back. So
Yeah.
make a sway roll.
All right. Well,
As he's doing that,
what's
can
the
I
position for these?
I don't think position really matters on this. I think it's just how well you do.
Yeah, I think there's a...
Yeah, it tells what number gives what result.
Yeah.
Say how you reduce heat, roll your action, yeah.
Hey, bitch.
So
That's,
you guys
minus-
reduce 5 heat.
Oh no,
as-
it's
Wait, no, it's...
2 or
2.
Yeah, if you get
sorry,
4 or
2
5, you reduce
2
it.
heat. Still good. 2 heat as Mondo takes it upon himself to try to undo some of the damage done
I've
by the
marked it
party.
down to 5 heat.
You reduced 2, so you should be down to 5. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're out of the highest tier now, I guess.
All right. Gorgon, a bit stressed out from that whole ghost situation. Not a fan of ghost tingles and hearing ghost whispers. Is gonna just head out to the opium den and have a good time.
Okay, you head over to the opium den and you just disappear into that stuff and make sure that there is no ghost noise in there at all. A clean, blank slate.
After a bit of snooting, I come back, head full of only my own thoughts, and I'm just gonna sit down and train.
Sit down and train!
I've got to get better.
Our fucking Kilowatt goes and indulges in his blood.
I try
plasma
to get rid of the,
was it
the
plasma?
tinnitus. I try to get rid of the screams and the tinnitus.
Yeah, and
by
the
just
plasma
getting real high.
is very helpful in that regard. You are able to take deeply of the plasma sold at the Vale and Night Market. How much stress did you have? Okay, you're good.
Yeah.
And of course, Bloodbeard gets drunk and punches some people, which makes him feel a lot better.
Can I, like, how did... Okay, so you get to do 2 things with the downtime, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can also...
So I went and got really, really drunk and punched my friend. And then can I also heal?
Yeah, you can do 2 things.
Okay, so I went.
That
to
was your vice. I said you could punch.
Yeah,
and
okay,
get a
so the
little better.
one in the 3, like the thing that I just fucking rolled. What does that mean for me?
Let's see. Recovery.
Actually,
how many
you guys
dice are we
shouldn't
supposed
be
to roll?
rolling your own recovery thing because you don't have a physiker.
Okay.
So you should
Oh, they have to go to the doctor and then...
you should get a doctor. Does anybody have a contact who can provide treatment?
I have an apothecary.
That'll do.
One of you.
I need
didn't one of
treatment
you
for
guys make
frostbite.
Didn't one of you guys make friends with the Physiker and one of us made enemies with them? Or did
I
we
made
both
an
make
enemy
enemies
with
with
one.
Doctor?
I think 2 people made enemies with the doctor.
Yeah,
we have 2 Doctor enemies.
Yeah.
Got
Yeah.
apples hanging around on strings in the boat.
Yeah, your enemy
You
is the
fucking used them as like nunchucks.
your enemy is the guy who's building a case against you, and then there's the doctor who fucked up he arm.
Me arm.
Fuck up he arm.
Me arm, not he arm.
Yeah, but
fucked up
I'm
he
not
arm.
you, so I'm discussing how he fucked up he arm.
Yeah, we speak second person.
Yeah.
Hi.
Fucked up he arm.
Me arm fucked up.
He arm.
And William, our good paparazzi man, tries to cleanse the memories of being shaken down by the cops by betting on dog races. Woof woof.
Santa's little
William
helper,
wants to go look at the doggies.
He wants
Doggies
to-
give him inner peace.
Doggies make him pleased.
They run fish.
So your apothecary. That is
Stadia. I don't know how you say it.
Stadia.
No.
Stadia.
Stasia.
Stasia. Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
Oh.
I can't believe it.
We'll say quality levels 2. We'll say quality levels 2 because she's probably pretty good. Or he. I feel like it's a she for some reason.
Make it a she then.
Also assumed, but
So I'll roll healing for both of you guys. So Mondo and Bloodbeard are going to try to get treated.
I'll try to get treated as well.
Okay.
Group party to the fucking doctor.
Haha, they took damage, lol.
Okay, so
suckers.
What is that? Okay. HK, 3 segments filled up of your healing clock.
Alright, Mr. White.
Bloodbeard heals 4.
Hey.
Foggers.
No, actually, it's 5 because it was a critical. So.
So wait, I just have I'm constantly a little bit more healthy.
How
So
does that work with bigger injuries?
It leaves one ticked over the next
When
wheel,
you
right?
feel your
Yeah,
healing
it's-
clock, if you have any more segments to mark, they roll over.
yeah, so
But if he has 1 harm at level 2, does it downgrade it or get rid of it?
yeah, not all your stuff is gone.
Oh. Bloodbeard be paying a coin to get rid of it.
Bloodbeard be bleeding money.
Bloodbeard just want to be healthy.
All right, so your stuff isn't gone, but let me just double check how this works. Increase the result level. Your result level can't really increase.
What's his harm at? 2?
Yeah.
Well, he could spend
when you-
another downtime to recover again.
When you fill
Yeah.
the clock, each harm is reduced by 1 level.
So he comes with 1 harm, which is...
Oh yeah, so I'll roll again for you then.
Yeah,
If you're
because I'm
spending a
paying
coin to yeah.
Yes.
All right. It's your lucky day. Fill 3 more things.
Okay,
Alright,
so
I'm
then
gonna
I-
spend a
oh, yeah.
coin to get treated again.
Okay.
I like how all of the profit is gone.
Yeah, that's why you don't go loud all the time. Or
yeah.
Yeah,
That's
well,
3 more segments for you, HK.
Okay.
we gotta be sneaky peeky.
So that means one of my mild frostbites is healed.
Don't
One of your
make-
mild frostbites is gone, and Bloodbeard has. You still have harm, Bloodbeard,
What? How?
because your stuff gets bumped down to level 1 harm now.
Yeah, because and then I paid another coin.
Yeah,
and then
so
it
your other thing got brought down to 1 harm.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah
Isn't it-
your injuries stack, and you're removing blocks one by one.
Yeah, so
Doesn't it
now
say-
instead of having a twisted ankle and shrapnel in your arm, you have sore anky and ouchie arm.
Well,
oh,
one second.
so you had the soaring. Oh, I forgot about that.
It says that when you fill a healing clock, you reduce each instance of harm by 1 level.
Oh, is it each?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Each
It
harm
does
is
say
reduced by
that.
1 level.
Oh, well then get this shit
Okay.
the fuck out of here. You're healed
Yeah,
then.
alright, cool.
Fuck yeah.
Bloodbeard's
Alright, that makes
on
that
the-
makes
I'm
that
fully
makes more sense. That makes
want
more
to-
sense.
I want to
Bloodbeard
be
a fucking
healed.
tank.
That makes more because I was thinking when I was reading this, I was like, boy, it takes a long time to heal, eh? But that makes that okay. So you guys are good.
Yes.
Even
want to
still,
be-
there goes all the money. And you said you wanted to try
I
to
got me coin.
recover
Yes,
too.
I want to
got me
recover.
I got me coin.
Dinero.
Add 1 segment.
I see how it is.
Sorry.
Dinero.
Didn't roll good there.
holds up dinero.
Can
Doctor
you do
says
that
I can
again?
read that.
Or
Have you done another downtime?
I have not.
If you want to spend both of them on recovery, you can.
I do it. It's only a level 2 harm, but at the same time.
Level 2 harm is -1 die, isn't it?
Yeah,
Well,
so
if you have 2 level 2 harm, it's -1 die. You have to fill the stack. Before
Yeah, you have to fill it.
Before it does the thing.
Yeah, let's do it again. I just want to. This is the first time. I understand.
My music keeps breaking. I don't know if you noticed.
How does the
Jukebox broke.
Hit it like the Fonz.
Hey.
Hey.
Just leave on Diablo. So are you doing recovery again, or?
Yeah.
All right. 2 more segments.
Fuck.
Sorry. You're pretty well on your way though.
It is fine. All right. Well, I've done my stuff.
Does anybody else have any downtime?
I have. Okay, so we get 2 downtimes. I spent 1 on Vice, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm going to start a clock.
Okay.
I want to go down to the docks and start tracking who it was that fucked with us.
Okay.
So you added a +1 deeb also because it's a friend, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Let's see here. I think this would probably be study?
Yeah.
It feels like study,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Let's do study.
So I'm going to make a clock.
Mm-hmm.
How many segments should I add?
Well, it depends on what you roll.
Okay. So I'm gonna roll a study then.
Yeah.
Study position.
I don't think it matters. I think it's just like how well you roll. So just yeah. I don't think effect comes into it.
Fortune roll. Standard.
Okay.
Looking
So-
about this exploded place.
Yeah. I would say, in terms of size of this cloak, I'd say this is probably a 6 o'clock. Because there's not a lot left right there at the moment. So there's a little bit to discover. But, you're not 100% sure who it was. You piece through the wreckage, waiting for the cops to leave, and you find a little bit of evidence that seems to suggest that they're present in the docks a decent amount, but you're not sure. Like that's really vague, and you know that you can sort of narrow your search range a little bit, but you're not 100% sure like where exactly to look. So just do 1 tick and a 6 clock.
Okay. I've started a clock called Who Fucked Us?
Yeah.
Alright. Oh, by the way, my training is... I'm going around looking for spots in the ghost field where I can train myself to sort of ignore myself to its influence, trying to get my iron will built up.
Okay.
And whenever things get a little bit too much, I'll just pop open my snuff box, take a bit of Dr. Hell's anti-ghost opioids.
Okay. You're just trying to make sure that you can not have a snafu like you did last time.
Yeah.
All right. I think you just mark XP on the track.
Yep, 2 because of our fucking playbook thing.
Yes.
Fancy stuff. By next session, well, by the end of next session, I should have my next ability then. Assuming I don't die.
Do we have that much playbook?
Well, I will. That's when I mark my stuff at the end of the session.
I will.
Or wait, you're training.
Playbook.
person.
Playbook. All right, I forgot. Okay, yep.
We have.
Yep. No, I know,
yeah.
I remember. I was just, I was double check.
I will start a long-term project.
Cool.
I think I want to try and devise, since I got some ranged weaponry. I don't think I really got melee. So, can I try to start making for lack of better term, a thunder hammer?
Sure, yeah. It's sort of a hammer powered by electroplasm that just bzz, clang.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Fuck yeah. Yeah. Give me a tinker.
All right. 5.
All right. I'm gonna say this is a 6 o'clock as well.
All right.
Because this is actually. Yeah, in order to make it, a 4 o'clock might give you something unstable. A 6 o'clock will give you something stable. Are you trying to build it fast or right?
If I build the prototype fast, can I make a well, then it'd be I'll go with the 6 o'clock.
Okay, so mark 2 ticks. And you're working on a thunder hammer.
Yes.
All right. Is that everybody?
Sounds like.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now I'm gonna really quickly do a little bit of faction downtime for a couple of ones that I want to do. That is not a d6. Where's my page? Duskwall clocks. Here we go.
Where's my space?
I think it's funny to show you the progress of that.
That's fun.
As the smugglers continue to try to investigate who hit them. Making some progress on that.
Maybe next time I should help find out who we did blow up.
We could try to.
Yes, please aid my clock.
Yeah. We
I'll do that next time.
And then. Okay. Sasha's reply stays stable. For the moment.
Oh.
They're rolling investigations. Why did they get downtime? This isn't fair.
Wait, is there a crew downtime specific thing, or is it just for the factions?
It's just for factions.
Yeah.
It's so that they can have advancing stuff that they want to do and shit.
Yeah, the world moves.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cripple the world.
And then a couple of things you don't know about.
Oh no.
How very good. And you? Ah, very good. Let me just mark those clocks. These are the ones that you're not allowed to know about.
Oh boy.
Oh my gosh.
Let's make that, and then that was very helpful. Sick, and then the other one. What clock level would this be? Sorry, this is not interesting to listen to, but I have to do it.
It's dumb as hell. I hate you.
Fucking stupid.
He must.
Ban the DM.
I want to see how much everyone loves us and hates us.
I can't wait for all of us to get trauma.
Yeah. So that's that. I think, yeah? Alright! One more thing.
Yes.
I'm gonna make an adjustment here to the character sheet of the crew.
We stole the sheet.
Of the crew.
Da crew.
The
Da
skeleton
crew. Da
Da
skeleton
crew.
Oh, it's time for faction mode.
Mm.
We piss people off.
So,
Well, they don't know it was us yet.
I'm gonna give you a
Not
+2,
Never
an
mind.
additional plus to the grinders.
Yeah, we're buddies. Woo!
The bill hooks are staying stable because they're not 100% sure who did it.
No one knows about us.
The
Fuck
red
the bill
sashes
hooks.
are gonna take a minus.
Dang.
Girl power.
Girl power.
And
Somebody we don't know.
a +1 from the lamp blacks.
Huh?
Oh.
We beat up their enemy, right?
Yeah,
we
you
beat up the
attacked the
red
red sashes.
Yeah, that's what it was.
The lamp blacks like that. They're like, did you hear about that shit? I certainly did.
Hear about the crew of skeletons?
Yeah, bro, these skeletons just walked up off a boat and blew this guy up. It's fucking crazy.
So,
Some sort of skeleton warriors. They
Yeah.
come with their own action ship.
da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Oh,
And that's gonna be it for faction change at the moment. So that could be interesting.
That we can see.
That you can see.
That we can see, he says.
And then that's the end of downtime. So if you wanna end the session here, we can, or we can go into another little free play to try to set up the next session if you want.
I gotta end.
Can we
Okay.
talk about the
because
playbook
I
thing
gotta,
while we...
I gotta go
we-
do an outside chore.
Okay.
I don't think
So
we
we'll
finished the
just-
playbook
we'll just
thing.
deal-
Playbook XP.
I can end the session. We can talk about XP off the
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, it was messy and it was loud, but this has been the first session of Blades in the Dark.
Fucking stress
Bye-bye.
all over.
I
It'll
hope
only be louder from
I
here
hope
on.
everybody appreciates what a fucking train wreck this is gonna be. Next week.
This isn't the first train we've wrecked. We've wrecked like
Oh,
three
ain't that the damn truth?
We've
Next
wrecked
week.
like 3 actual trains.
We were
Next
so
week,
close to wrecking.
Who
the
are those
whole-
smugglers? Will the red sashes hit back? What sort of crimes will they commit next? And maybe the lamp blacks are winking in your direction. All this and more next time on Skeleton Crew. Da 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 da. Skeleton Crew. Da da da